Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world,
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Kamen Entchev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Rob Hill and Tom Brady. Sort of. He's with us in spirit. We got a Tom Brady shadow box. We have a football, which we would stick inside the box right on top there.
Woo.
This is a grand prize in our shadow boxing full-size helmet series. Authentics and reps only. If you get a rep, you get bonus entries for the Tom Brady shadow box. Also entries for $1,000 in store credit. It's an awesome, awesome new series. That is why Tom Brady's here in front of me on the table today. Looking forward to an awesome, awesome show, Rob. How you doing tonight?
I was going to say, well, normally I turn to my right and I talk to you directly, but I was going to say,
I'm blocked by Brady. Where you at, Rob?
I was going
There
to say,
you are.
which former Patriot or Buccaneer offensive lineman's protecting you over there, Common Brady?
It's Rob Hanna. Rob Hanna's protecting me.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really, really good. Obviously, I enjoyed a wonderful weekend here at UA for my 5 shows that I was on, and I decided to celebrate a Memorial Day. So
there you go.
Which is weirdly enough just another day off for me because with my my wacky schedule, me being off on Mondays and Wednesdays, it felt like a Sunday to me. So
there you go.
Got to see a White Sox winner, but I'm fully ready to get revved up and get back into the breaking, which I did at 3:00. But again, with the emergence of this new series, we dropped a practice squad last show. And then we also have that deep ball mixer
Fresh.
from earlier.
Fresh.
It's a whole lot of new boxes in the room.
Fresh series.
Yeah, man. So I'm doing great.
I like you wearing the Bears shirt today. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm being impartial. I'm being neutral.
Okay,
So
respect it.
good vibes for the Cubs or for the Bears today.
All right, so I'm making shadow boxing the automatic chase. We're going to queue up our randomizer for our dice roll. We'll do a tour of the UA live break page for the primetime show tonight. 2 virtual dice looking for 6 or higher, 6 and a 4, 10 on the dice number, the messy number, the GOAT number, 10. How's everyone doing in the chat tonight? Let us know, guys. I don't want crickets. I want a loud chat. Let's get loud. That chases fire. I agree.
There you go.
I agree. So 10 on the dice roll. What's up, Tyler? I'm going to refresh the break page and I'll explain how this series works. Usually the best way to do it is just to read what it says. So I'm going to read it word for word. Read along, kiddos. We have our shadow boxing autographed full-size helmet live break series. Each box contains 1 random autographed full-size football helmet includes the certificate of authenticity, same stuff like normal, 30 boxes like normal. But here's the catch. Fight your way. Fight. Give him that punch. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo. Let's fight. Fight your way to the top and get a chance at a headline items as well as not one, 2 separate prizes.
2.
The first prize is the Tom Brady frame shadow box, including a signed football. The second prize is $1,000 in store credit.
Ooh.
The series includes 15 boxes that contain a sheet of paper saying jab, knockdown, or heavyweight. A jab equals a Brady entry and $50 in store credit. A knockdown equals Brady entry, $50 in store credit, and 1 entry for $1,000 in store credit. Heavyweight equals a Brady entry, $50 in store credit, and 2 entries for $1,000 in store credit. Now, the Brady football alone, which comes with the shadow box, retail value on an autographed Brady football north of $2,000, Rob.
Yeah.
Tech on that shadow box. I don't know how much it's worth, but it's got to be pretty expensive. Probably looking at close to $3,000, give or take, with the whole assembly together for those bonus prizes. Now, the helmets in the series are also pretty cool. And we have that TJ Watt yellow Steeler Authentic, one of the best players in the league in defense, only player in football history to lead the NFL in sacks in 3 separate seasons. Guess who's back again. Steve Young is back. It's been a hot minute.
Nice.
Steve Young, speed flex, the best lefty quarterback of all time, one of the 3 most underrated quarterbacks to ever play the game. Breeze, Steve Young, and a guy that lately I probably might have to eliminate him off my overrated or underrated list because he's getting love of late. Matthew Stafford. But these are 3 of my favorites. Love Steve Young, number 7 on my all-time quarterback list. I saw a recent top 10 quarterback list, and I was like, I agree with 9 of these names. You left off Steve Young. Put some respect on this dude's name.
Damn right.
When Steve Young retired, Rob, he was the NFL's all-time leader in passer rating at the time of retirement. So awesome lid right there. Rob Gronkowski on the Bucks, that clean Buccaneer authentic with the silver ink. The great Rob Gronkowski. Reggie Wayne on that retro lid.
Reggie.
We've had him a little bit of late, but typically a pretty rare helmet in the break room. Reggie Wayne autograph, awesome lid to get. Top 10 all-time in receiving yards. We got a Julio Jones custom speed flex. We got that red with that white rip. And then, Rob, I know you've been busy putting the photos in. I don't know if we have videos of these, but if we do, we'll put them in. If we don't,
I'll take a look.
No problem. But these
look.
helmets look clean. Julio Jones, number 6 all-time in receiving yards per game. Look at that helmet. That thing is sick. We got some love in the break room. Jordan Love with that beautiful heart 10, number 10 on there. Jared Allen on the custom speed flex, that rip with the Hall of Fame 25 inscription. James Cook authentic, very clean on that rivalry. Led the league in rushing yards last season. Jamar Chase custom speed flex. The white checkers, the number 1. We got the 24 Triple Crown inscription, TC, for the best receiver in the game. Drew Brees authentic. There we go. Underrated quarterback again, Drew Brees.
Oh, yeah.
Number 5 or 6 all-time in my rankings. The great Drew Brees and the Lunar authentic. Very clean lid. We got Dak Prescott, maybe the most underrated quarterback in today's modern game. Number 3 in the league in passing yards and 4 in passing touchdowns last season. Bicentennial Dak Prescott. And, of course, speaking of underrated, top 5 in receiving yards, catches, and touchdown catches. Amon-Ra St. Brown Speed Flex. Blue face mask, blue visor. That is an awesome lid. Early on in the series, more chances to double up. 1 spot can land you 2 helmets. For example, we got a Jamar Chase, TJ Watt double up in the AFC North. We got 2 speed flexes in the NFC North double up. Jared Allen, Amon-Ra. Drew Brees, Rob Gronkowski, NFC South. We got helmets for days. And then, of course, here's that Tom Brady prize. Any of the 15 replica helmets in the series will result in an entry for the Tom Brady prize. The framed football plus the shadow box. Awesome item right there. Terrell Revis, Chad Johnson, and Hines Ward are secondary headliners, which, by the way, AFC North, Chad Johnson, Hines Ward, TJ Watt, Jamar Chase win 4 helmets in the quad break, guys.
If you want to refresh that, my man, go back into that real quick.
Videos are there. Thank you, Rob.
There you go.
Here's that Julio Jones. I can watch that bad boy spin. Very, very clean lid. The Jared Allen custom ripped. NFL's all-time leader in safeties. And, of course, the very best wide receiver in the NFL. And number one, Jamar Chase on that custom speed flex. Nelly gave me copyright, so we're good. Nelly's from Missouri. I went to Mizzou. It's a connection, whole thing. Saw him at concert for free at Mizzou as a student, by the way. Shout out to Nelly giving out free concerts for the college students.
Damn, that's
wow. Deep ball football mixer.
Lucky duck.
This series is absolutely loaded. Patty Cakes is gone. Everything else is pretty much there. We have this incredible Reggie Wayne for the shoe, the ripped, the white and the blue speed flex, blue visor, one of the best receivers of all time. Then we got ourselves so much more heat in this series. How about this tri-colored Bijan Robinson speed flex? The red, white, and black right there. One of the best running backs in football. All pro, top 5 in every category. Pretty much Bijan Robinson. Another Jordan Love, the splatter speed flex. Very, very clean for the Packers quarterback. Top 3 in football in QBR, the great Love. Got a rare signature in the room. Christian McCaffrey on a mini helmet, CMC. Speaking of, top 3 players, one of 3 guys ever with 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in the same season. Weapon X, one of the best safeties ever, Hall of Famer Brian Dawkins. And this one right here, it's not a speed flex, it's not custom. Might be my favorite piece in the series. A triple sign, Aikman, Irvin, and Smith, the triplets, the greatest trios in the 90s. Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, Aikman, Irvin, and Smith. Take me back to the 90s, guys. 3 autographs, the Cowboys icons, the blue ink on there. That lid worth north of $1,000. But for a Cowboys fan, you know what it's worth, Rob?
Priceless.
It's priceless, baby. Come at me, Cowboy fans. Where we at? You can get that helmet in the double box, and you can pair it with the Dak Prescott Speed Flex, one of the best quarterbacks in football today, NFC East double up. Now, went over the Jordan Love, Reggie Wayne Customs. James Cook loved the rivalry authentic. Very, very clean for the NFL's leading rusher. 4-time Super Bowl champion on that throwback Steeler authentic Terry Bradshaw. We got a Steve Young, another speed flex, the black visor, the great lefty quarterback Steve Young. If you ever want to make one of our co-hosts here on staff angry, Dom, Rob, to make Dom angry, bring up the wild card game between the Packers and Niners. And you know what he's going to tell you? I'll tell you right now. Bring it up next Tuesday. He'll say the same game where Jerry Rice got every call earlier in the game. There was some play I forgot about because I think of the, Steve Young, the TO for the winning touchdown. Brings up some garbage from that game about Jerry Rice getting random calls. I'm like, what are you talking about, Dom? That's the TO game, brother. So Steve Young, speed flex, very, very clean. Bijan, Terrell Davis, a Hall of Famer. Dak Prescott, the Justin Jefferson, Winter Warrior, Retro Authentic, and Larry Tsonka licensed jersey with the 17-0, 72 Dolphin inscription. George Pickens, Terrell Suggs, Fred Taylor. Secondary headliners, that would be 17 headliners and 28 boxes, ladies and gents, in that deep ball series. Now, cash or stash? Stash or cash? Guys, everyone gets speed flex obsessed. But I'm going to give my mini hot take about this series.
Okay.
Rob.
Go for it.
The best helmet of the whole series is left. You can talk about all you want about the speed flex. And you should. Speed flexes are awesome. But my favorite helmet, the best retro helmet in the history of sports memorabilia, the LA Charger, LaDainian Tomlinson. That helmet with the Charger logo, oh my goodness. One of the best running backs of all time, single season touchdown record holder, most rushing touchdowns in the season, most total touchdowns, second most rushing touchdowns ever. Now, personally, if I win this helmet, I'm holding on to that bad boy and holding on tight. But if you want to sell it back to us, we'll give you $550 back in store credit. If you win a non-photographed authentic helmet, we'll give you $350. Replica helmet, $250. Got another rare name in the series as well, T. Higgins, as a secondary headliner. But $103 for this LT helmet? Get out of here. That thing is fire. I'll tell you what, if someone cashes that helmet, I'm going to be judging, Rob. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to judge you guys. Because I would take that helmet for $550 any day of the week. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, I will say is definitely one of our most requested names that we get here in the break room. Somebody that, for example, somebody like Tanya, who's a pretty religious regular here, somebody that she will play exclusively for anytime she sees the name LaDainian Tomlinson appear in any series. And again, guys, the Cash or Stash, there's a reason why it's become a part of our lovely weekend rotation of series here at UA. It's because of how damn popular it is. It's one of our most popular, most sought-out, brought-back breaks. Again, you get a helmet that you don't necessarily know that you're looking for. You can turn that UA store credit into any of our brand new 3 series that we've dropped for you guys in these last 2 shows. So, Kamen, no matter what, you're winning as long as you get a helmet in this series.
Exactly right. So, practice squad. We talk about practice. Allen Iverson texted me. Talk about practice, Kamen.
Practice.
Talk about it as much as you want. Brand spanking new series. We got a single, double, and quad. This dropped late in the 3 p.m. show. Every single box, every single headliner available. We got that Darrelle Revis Speed Flex, one of the best corners of all time. Future Hall of Fame wide receiver, the best blocker ever for a receiver for me, Hines Ward Speed Flex. What's going on, Husker guy? Tyler Warren Speed Flex. For the shoe inscription.
For
Nick
the
Riggs,
shoe.
where are you at? For the shoe. Tyler Warren, one of the best young tight ends in football, on that clean Colt with the blue visor. We got something a little different in here. Odell Beckham Jr. on the team you want him on. Let's be real. You want him on a giant speed flex OBJ with the 2019 Offensive Rookie of the Year inscription. OBJ at one point had more receiving yards in the first 2 seasons of anybody in pro football history. Now, I believe Jay Jettas broke that record, that I think Puka Nacua might have broken it as well, but he was at one point the best start ever to a career. Odell Beckham Jr. This guy would have been a Pro Football Hall of Famer if not for injuries. I'll say this, though. Joe Burrow and the Bengals, they would have a Super Bowl if not for OBJ, though. Say what you will, that Rams tenure, that injury in the Super Bowl kind of ended his career, Rob.
Yeah.
But without OBJ, I don't think the Rams won that Super Bowl a couple years back.
I agree with you, and it's a shame that the injury happened when it did. He's just a guy in Odell Beckham Jr. that he's one of those players where, you know, for our generation, for you and me and a lot of other people, we'll be able to tell our kids about, you know, a guy like OBJ and the peak and prime that he had. And, you know, even his name carries a lot of weight as well, even though his career in totality probably didn't go the way that many of us expected to after his first 2 years. But looking it up for value right now, I did it during Dom and I's show when we just dropped that series at the 3 o'clock hour. He's going anywhere between $1,000 to $1,100. I'm seeing on most retail authenticated places for OBJ. So, again, $56. We're talking about bare minimum. And, again, you can get a Giants fan that's interested in this. Doc Rivers, Alfredo Lisiotto, that you can trade with. Or Giants fans out there on the open market that would probably pay premium top dollar Kamen for that. Bare minimum, 10 times the value to buy in for just $56.
And you could double up in the double for 112 with the scary Terry McLaurin, who was second in football in receiving touchdowns 2 years ago. We got a Von Miller authentic Super Bowl MVP as a Peyton Manning fan. I always I send Von Miller emails every single year saying thank you for Peyton's second ring. He has never responded to me, but I do it nonetheless, Rob, as a Peyton Manning fan.
CC me on that next email.
I'll get you added on, brother.
I'll start spamming him for my accounts.
Trey McBride authentic, best tight end in football.
Thank you.
Triple Crown winner last year for tight ends. Tied with Dallas Goedert for touchdown catches, outright leader in catches and yards.
Yep.
Number 2 in the league in touchdown catches and catches, period. Old, reliable Trey McBride. Got that beautiful Rave authentic of the only quarterback ever to play in 4 straight Super Bowls, Jim Kelly on the Rave. Eddie George, here's the one we don't see often lately. Not Eddie George on Tennessee. Eddie George on the Houston Oiler authentic. Now, Eddie George sends Derrick Henry every single year steaks, flowers, wine, charcuterie boards, edible arrangements. I think he sends about 3 a month because, Derrick Henry left Tennessee, and Eddie George remains as Tennessee's all-time leading rusher. Had Derrick Henry played 1 more year in Tennessee, he would have had that record to himself. So he's very happy Henry's on the Ravens. We got a Des Bryant mini helmet. Still caught that ball against the Packers, Des Bryant. Andre Johnson caught a lot of footballs. The Hall of Fame receiver, and of course, one of the best quarterbacks ever, John Elway, on the custom jersey. Secondary headliners are Earl Campbell, Fred Warner, Keenan Allen in that practice squad. Then lastly, we got the jerseys, 10 boxes left, 4 headliners to go. We got James Cook, led the league in rushing yards last season. And then, of course, 2 top 5 players of all time on defense, Deion Sanders, Ray Lewis, beautiful, beautiful jerseys, and, of course, LaShawn McCoy. So get your spots, guys. Let's rock and roll tonight. Rob, I'll go to you. Actually, you're writing on the board, but I'll go my list first.
I got my mic.
Then I'll get back to you in a second.
I got my mic over here.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
I'll go over my top helmets. Rob will go over his, and then we will get rocking and rolling. I think I'm going to shock you guys. I'm going to shock the world. My favorite helmet in the break room is not a Speed Flex. It's not even the best looking helmet.
Oh.
But it's my favorite for this reason and this reason only. I love triple sign items and themes. Aikman, Irvin, and Smith, triple sign, Dallas Cowboy Authentic. That is my number 1 helmet in the room, personally. My number 2 helmet, also not a Speed Flex. Put some respect on the Authentics, guys. Number 2 for me would be LaDainian Tomlinson on that Charger Authentic. And then other top lids, I will go back to old reliable, the Speed Flexes. I love this Jamar Chase with the checkered signs on that Rip Speed Flex. Jamar Chase in the shadow boxing. And, of course, got to go to the deep ball. I love this Reggie Wayne. I love the color blue, blue Rip, blue visor. One of the best receivers ever, Reggie Wayne. To me, one of the most bittersweet moments for me ever as a sports fan. So, guys, I grew up a lowly Bears fan, but I also love Peyton Manning. Why did I love Manning so much? Because we never had a quarterback in Chicago. I had to outsource my quarterback play. So 05, 06 year, we had the Super Bowl, Bears and Colts, my 2 favorite teams. My favorite player, Peyton Manning, versus my favorite team in the Bears. I was cheering for the Bears, but it was one of those bittersweet because I was happy for Manning. And I remember that play where Reggie Wayne gets the touchdown in the rain that seals that game essentially. You know, Devin Hester touchdown to start the game. Reggie Wayne touchdown later on in the game. 2 of the most memorable plays for me as a young football fan. I love that Reggie Wayne lid. No doubt about that. Incredible, incredible custom Speed Flex. And let's not forget, I just listed a bunch of helmets. Maybe the grand prize of them all is the shadow box.
Yeah.
The Tom Brady shadow box, where you can place the Tom Brady autographed football in, which Tom Brady autographed football is going for north of $2,000. You have the little case right there for the football. Woo. You stick the football in, Rob, and you got Brady's resume in here. It's got, you know, his 6,000 yards, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 with the dates. The great Tom Brady here. So, actually passed 80,000 yards versus the Pats in 2021 with the Bucks. Remember that game? It was in New England. So, very, very cool game for the GOAT, Tom Brady.
I mean, talk about all the million and one places you can hang that up, right? I mean, if you really want to get that top promotion at work, flex it in front of your boss and be like, hey, look at me. I might not have the same 401k and pay that you got, buddy, but look what I got. A Tom Brady. I mean, this is truly one of one, right? I mean, you got everything from, like you said, inscribed historical milestones. You get the football, which, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this before. I certainly have never seen anything like this before in terms of memorabilia.
Never.
UA. To have a football inside of something like that. I mean, we get stat jerseys, we get autographed photos, 16 by 20s, 20 by 24s for photos and things like that. But having both memorabilia combined, something that you can display, man cave, she shed, you name it, your office, your living room. I'm currently in the process of looking to purchase my first ever home. For me personally, if I had that in my possession, Kamen, I think my down payment would be covered for the most part. So,
Amen.
Amen. I think that's how valuable that is worth. Now, I know you were asking, kind of going back and forth about favorite lids that we have in each and every series. And like you, I'm not going to go to the shadow boxing first for my favorite. I love the Bijan Robinson in that deep ball mixer series. Custom Bijan Robinson, and kind of like how you were going back talking about...
You like Neapolitan ice cream. I get it.
Yeah, a huge fan of it. I actually had some from Andy's yesterday. Weird that you brought that up.
I love Andy's, by the way.
Almost like you were watching me on my day off. But for
I got
Bijan,
eyes everywhere.
for Bijan Robinson, kind of like how you had a memory of Reggie Wayne and why you liked him so much. He really became my favorite player in football outside of Kyler Murray to watch, especially from the offensive standpoint last season. I remember I was having a nice weekend getaway with my girlfriend, and we were sitting in a bar in a restaurant, and we were
How
watching.
dare you leave UA on the weekends,
we were-
Rob?
I somehow got the ankle bracelet off.
I'm just kidding.
But I think it was ironically a Monday night game. That was the Bills and Falcons Monday night game where Bijan exploded. They upset the Bills early on in the season. I think he had 2 or 3 touchdowns, over 200 scrimmage yards. And I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, this guy has a chance to be one of the greatest running backs of all time. Like, it gave me LT, LaDainian Tomlinson level flashbacks. Who's that photoed headliner, by the way, in the Stasher Cash?
The modern day LT, do I dare say?
Yeah, I mean, first team All-Pro, over 2,000 yards from scrimmage. He almost joined that exclusive 1,000 club out of the backfield last year. So that's somebody that I got to have in my collection, Kamen.
Amen. A lot of great helmets, guys. Get your spots. We are currently looking at 2 to go in that quad deep ball, 4 to go in that deep ball double. I am shocked.
Yep.
We've only had 1 spot taken in that shadow boxing double box. That to me is hashtag shocking. We're a little bit open in the jerseys, the practice squad, and the Stasher Cash guys. So let me know what you guys want to attack. Let's have some fun. I'm going to give a special potential reward
Okay.
for those that are listening. I will not post this anywhere in the chat. This is for listeners only, and only if you guys help me, I'll help you. We got 2 to go in that quad deep ball. Let's just say if it closes up by 6:35 in 8 minutes, Rob, there'll be a little special bonus surprise for 2 surprises. Okay. 1 surprise for those that buy the last 2 spots, and 1 surprise possibly for everyone in the break if they're lucky. So 2 bonus surprises only if that deep ball quad closes by 6:35 Central Time, which is 7 minutes. Get it done for surprise here in the break room. If it does not sell by 6:35, no surprise for you. Then I'll reveal the surprise and you'll feel bad at how you didn't get the surprise. So I reveal the surprise at 6:35 if nobody gets that closed up. Those last 2 spots in that quad. Otherwise, shadow boxing. Looking forward to seeing who's going to get that Brady shadow box. Looking forward to the Stasher Cash, LaDainian Tomlinson, and the practice squad. Now, you know me, Rob. I'm a bougie guy. So if I'm going to the break page, I'm headed to whatever the best breaks are, which are shadow boxing and deep ball. That's where I play personally. But if you have a little bit less to invest, jump in the practice squad. $56. Could win a speed flex in there in that valley break. And no soup for you, LOL. That's right, Husker guy. I'm the soup Nazi.
No soup for you.
That's from Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, little Stacey Kingism, as he likes to put it in his broadcasting calls.
Haracha! Give me the sauce.
Give me the hot sauce, Neil Funk.
Give me the hot sauce, baby. So Husker guy will get in there undoubtedly. 2 to go in that quad deep ball, and then 7 to go in the double. Now, there might be a psychological experiment happening tomorrow in the break room. So I would just say that. But the deep ball series, guys, it's 3:30, 3:56. You get in that double box. If you're a Cowboy fan, you could potentially snag an Aikman, Irvin, and Smith Authentic, which is worth north of $1,000. A Dak Prescott Speed Flex retail value north of $1,000. And then you can snag a George Pickens secondary headliner. You can walk away with 5 Cowboy signatures on 3 helmets, which combined are worth in the ballpark of $3K, maybe a smidge less, but close to $3K for only $356. And if you get it done by 6:35, could be even more in the case of a bonus surprise. So that quad, this is early in the series, guys. We have only done 2 boxes. Double ups, triple ups, quadruple ups. I mean, heck, you get the NFC East. You get the 3 Cowboy helmets. You tack on Brian Dawkins, quadruple up. Niner fans, you get CMC on a mini and Steve Young Speed Flex, NFC West. We have what else? Double up, triple up options. How about Jordan Love Custom Flex with the Justin Jefferson Winter Warrior Authentic in the NFC North? It's not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Terry Bradshaw authentic with a Jamar Chase jersey. That's an AFC North double up. James Cook authentic could pair with the Larry Tsonka jersey.
Yeah.
And if you're a new customer wondering, what the heck is this goofy guy talking about double ups? What is a double up? What in the world is a double up? I'll tell you what. It's 8-spot NFL divisional breaks. In the double box breaks, you keep your same spot for both boxes. So, for example, if you land in the NFC East and we get 2 Cowboy helmets coming out, you win both. If it's not a Cowboy, Eagle, Commander, or Giant, though, you don't get anything in the NFC East. So double box, you can win 2 helmets instead of 1, potentially. It's like a parlay. Harder to get 2, but very much possible. We see it all the time. So 4 to go in that double, 2 to go in that quad, and we got 4 minutes left for the bonus surprise, Rob. If this does not sell out by 6:35, no bonus surprise for you guys. I would hate to not get the little incentive, because here's what I know, Rob. It's a primetime show. It's 6:32. We'll be on to at least 9:30. If it's busy, could be on later. If it's not busy, we'll hop off at 9:30. 3 hours, maybe 4, 3 to 4 hours. There's 2 spots to go. This break will sell out tonight. Now, if it sells out in 3 minutes, though, you guys get a bonus surprise. So why wait 3 hours? We can get it done in 3 minutes.
That's exactly the philosophy that you guys got to have.
Right now, attack.
There's no better time than the present, literally right now, with a 3-minute ticker going off for you guys. I'll say this, I've been working with Kamen for 8+ months here on the Tuesday night shows, and
best 8 months of your life.
Offering that's to be deterred. The best 8 months of my life so far.
Oh, okay.
Are you a Simpsons guy?
Casual. I haven't
Casual?
watched. I probably haven't really watched it in about 15 years, but I used to be as a kid.
So during the Simpsons movie, when they're talking about, I think it was like Bart, he got like embarrassed. Yeah, and he got like embarrassed, and he's like, "This is like the worst 10 years of my life," and Homer's like, "The worst 10 years of your life so far."
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, but for you guys, as the clock continues to tick off, again, the point I was trying to make is that Kamen doesn't offer these types of situations and these specials very lightly. These do not happen very often, so highly recommend you guys taking advantage while you can.
Someone got in the double, but the prize is only for the quad, FYI. That's only for the quad by 6:35. So no soup for you in the double, but the quad, plenty of soup. I'd also advise you guys to get in the shadow boxing. Again, in case you just tuned in, we got ourselves some bonus prizes. Fight your way to the top and get a chance at a headliner item, as well as 2 separate prizes. The first prize is a Tom Brady helmet, shadow box, including a signed football. The second prize is $1,000 in store credit. This series includes 15 boxes that contain a sheet of paper saying jab, knockdown, or heavyweight. Jab equals a Brady entry and $50 in store credit. Knockdown, Brady entry and $50. And then 1 entry for $1,000 in store credit. The heavyweight is a Brady entry, $50 in store credit, and 2 entries for $1,000 in store credit.
Yep.
So who's going to knock him out? Mama's going to knock him out in that series. So shadow boxing. Now, we saw the New York Knicks demolish the Cleveland Cavs, with the exception of game 1. Why were the Knicks so good? They started early. Start early in the break room. We know when it gets to be 8, 9 o'clock, things will heat up. Get in early, get those hot starts. For example, in that deep ball, very first break in the series, Patrick Mahomes come out. So we could have the best helmets coming out at any moment, and we are 1 to go in that quad deep ball. It is 6:35. We got literally seconds for the surprise. Who got that spot in that quad?
Mr. Pickett wants a whole bowl of soup for himself.
Pickett who?
Mr. Rick Pickett.
Rick Pickett, Husker guy?
Husker guy indeed.
Oh, that wouldn't be Rickster. What's up, Rick? Rick getting in for the surprise. But if no one else gets in, no surprise and no soup for you. Unfortunate stuff, Rob Hill, in this break. Husker guy, only guy that wants a surprise, apparently. And clock is ticking. Are we going to close it up? Are we going to close it? I need a closer. All right, so as soon as the clock strikes 6:36, the bonus surprise is done. And you're not getting surprised unless it sells out completely, Rob. It is 636. I'll tell you what.
There you go, Rick.
I'm going to give a little compromise.
Okay.
The surprise, Rob, was pretty massive. It was $50 in store credit for the last 2 spots bought. Now, I said we'd only get the surprise if we sell out the last 2 spots entirety. So technically, I should not give Husker Guy anything.
But
I'm a compromiser. He's a Patrick Mahomes guy like me. We'll give him $15 in store credit. A lot less than what would have been given out had it closed. But $15 is better than no dollars. The other caveat, Rob, would have been a 5X wheel spin. So had we closed it up, would have been $100 in store credit if you got $100. Now, I would have landed on 5, would have been 25. So, no wheel spin, though, did not close. So, opportunity lost for some bonus money, but Rick gets $15 in store credit. At least a little some here in the break room.
yeah, I sent a little some his way, and again, there's no better time than the present, especially here in the break room. So again, guys, there's literally so many opportunities and so many advantages that you can get yourselves to sink your teeth into. I mean, that literally, I don't even know where my co-host is tonight because that Tom Brady prize is so massive. That's something that you guys got to be playing for. Obviously, the main focal point right now should be closing out that deep ball quad. That's the closest thing to closing. We're 1 to go there, 3 to go on that double. That's been sitting there since Dom and I's show at the 3 o'clock hour. But the shadow boxing series, that's what I want to get into, man. I want somebody to show me their best 1-2 combo, throw their best knockout punch in this series. Because, again, you're getting store credit no matter what if you don't land yourself a headliner. 50 for a jab. 50 as well for the knockdown and heavyweight, but you get a $1,000 entry for the knockdown and 2 $1,000 entries for the heavyweight, and every single one of those come with that Brady entry, and it's a 30-box series, 15 headliners, 15 entries. So that to me, I'm shocked in all honesty that we only got 1 spot bought into that so far.
Chili was trying to, wasn't fast enough. It's got to be quick. Usually, I will say this. Usually, I will often give them another minute or so of leeway. So, if you're smart and you get in a minute late, usually I make the exception. But 3 minutes is too much for the exception this time. Always buy the spot, though, for sure. Yeah, exactly, Husker. You got to get new friends. You get penalized for no friends. I got a little 2-part comment/question for you, Rob.
Okay.
Speaking of the heavyweight series, did you know that I got in, not counting my brother, which doesn't count. It's brothers, and, those don't truly end, and, your parents split you up. So not counting against my brother. I've been in 1 actual fight in my life, and I'm undefeated. I say knock the kid out.
Wow, you and me both.
It was in high school.
Okay.
The kid made fun of my pimples, and I had enough of him. He's like, you got acne, you got pimples, your face is gross, dude.
Damn,
I said,
bro.
Well, I'll show you. And his face turned out gross when it was that over, Rob. So one
Not
for
only
one
that,
in fights.
Not only that, but if he tries to come in Ultimate Autographs, he is in permanent timeout.
Exactly.
If he ever tries to get here to UA.
Yeah, no complaints. Someone to be put on timeout, guys.
There's no shadow. You sent him to the shadow realm with your boxing skills there. So,
yeah.
For me, mine's a little less impressive because you're at a high school fighting level that's literally heavyweight, getting to heavyweight territory. Mine was peewee territory.
Okay.
So there's this kid, honestly, because his name was AJ, not going to give anything else.
AJ Brzezinski?
Not Brzezinski.
You went Michael Baird on him?
I was going to say, I wish I could say I went full Barrett on him, but he was a kid that transferred. This was in 5th grade from New York to where I was living at in the Chicagoland suburbs. And for whatever reason, he had a little bit of a temper tantrum. And out during recess, he ended up shoving down a girl. Ironically,
that's not cool, bro.
She was the twin sister of the girl that I had a crush on at the time. So I felt like there was some responsibility for me to take action.
Did you get the girl afterwards?
I did for the rest of the year. That's where that love story started and stopped. But I threw a couple of my best punches at him. He didn't get back up. I got suspended, but I got the respect of my classmates in 5th grade, and he actually got expelled for it. Because they had cameras and everything back then. It was a he said, she said thing. But of course, you push a lady down, and that's not going to end well for you.
That's not cool. Yeah. Second parter, on a more peaceful note, Rob, how good do you feel you are at Vanna Whiting? Because we get a night look at this, but I want to get a little closer look if you want to showcase this to the camera.
Well, let's find out.
Let's take a peek. I'll guide you. Vanna Whiting. Hannah with care.
Okay,
So, there we go.
We'll start left to right and go all over. So,
So
as you can see here, we got our Tom Brady first at 2,000 passing yards at age 23, and we move in an inclining fashion, 20 to 30 to 40,000.
Well, I was going to have you zoom in on the camera. Let's bring it closer.
We're high on elevation here. I can bring this as close as you want me to.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. 50,000, 60, 70, 80. This is beautiful, man. This is a true piece of art here.
So we'll zoom in on the camera.
So let's see what we got. You want to go product camera?
Let's see what the break scene. So down, maybe.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that thing. Down more. It's like, how low can you go? It'd be one of those kind of situations. This is very, very clean. So you kind of get left to the right. You want to go, Rob? Like, look at that. 20,000, 30,000 pass yards. The greatest of all time, Tom Brady. So that is very, very cool. And then you get the football you can put inside it, which, by the way, Tom Brady footballs go for north of $2,000 retail value. So that's the Shadow Box. That's what that series is all about. Get those entries. And that's a full-size helmet-only series. There's no minis, no jerseys, no reps, only full-size helmets. So let's get that series moving. But I think next order of business will be the deep ball, one spot to go in that quad. So I'll drop that link in the chat. Deep ball, quad, one spot to go. Who's going to close it up? And the double's only 3 to go as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Were you scooping dog poop, Jill? By the time I got back inside and heard the deal, I couldn't get it fast enough. All right, how about this, Jill? Let's compromise. It's $6.42. Now, I'm not going to give you $50 in store credit. And because you are late, we got to have a little $5 penalty for tardiness. We love you, Jill. I gave Rick $15 back in store credit.
Yeah.
If you get in right now, we'll give you $10 back in store credit in that quad.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
How about that? That's a little compromise, especially since if you're picking up dog poop as a dog lover, my golden retriever, my guy Messi, look at got alerts to the Cubs score, 5-1. Don't need to see that. Let me get that Cubs score out of the way. Ugly, Rob.
That's the equivalent of dog poop if you're a Cubs fan. So.
5-1, the Cubs are losing. So, golden retriever 2. You know what? How about that, Joe? Because you got a golden retriever, I'll go up to 15 in store credit. If you get it done by 6:45, $15 back for that one. So
a surly negotiator you are.
$5 extra for a golden retriever. My favorite kind of dog.
Now, Jill, this is the part where you say you have 5 golden retrievers.
No, you're only getting the one, Jill. You're only getting the $15 offer. I'll extend the deadline because he's a dog person. You guys have heard me say this all the time. In our ad contest, which you can submit your videos, record yourself opening your memorabilia at ultimateautographs.com. First place gets $250, second place gets $100, third place gets $50, Rob. I've been on record saying if you use a dog in there, you will get my vote. Everyone uses their kids.
Me too.
How about your dog kids? Put your dogs in there. Ha ha! I see what you're talking about there, Husker guy. So better get it, Jill. Better get it.
Yeah, and it could turn into one of these situations where, again, all it truthfully takes is, again, whether if Jill does get that final quad spot in the deep ball mixer, all we need to see sometimes is breaks happening in front of us. A couple other people start to tune in. They're like, hey, I want to get in on the fun. Then all of a sudden, we're breaking until calluses are on our hands and arthritis develops in our wrists.
How about this, Jill? I'm a compromiser, and I don't want to... How about this? If this up to you. If you get it done that last spot, I'm going to do something different. Because technically, Rob, if I'm a man against my word, then I become weak. And then I get taken advantage of. So we talk about double wheel spins. We talk about 5X wheel spins. I'm not going to give you the 5X wheel spin, Jill.
Yeah.
I will not give you the double wheel spin. I will give you a normal wheel spin. So whatever it lands on, one person in the quad gets the wheel spin. Not the 5X one that I would have given out, though, Rob. Had it closed, it would have been 5X. We'll do the normal wheel spin. Compromise. You get it done right away, you get the whole shalamity. You get it all.
Hey,
you wait a little bit longer, you don't meet the deadline, I still might give you guys a little something.
Hey, every other show, you guys got to wait till the most of the time, the end of the 2-hour mark or whenever the final part of the show is for a regular old Chase Wheelspin. Getting one in, really in the first couple innings of this show. Again, guys, that's a rarity. That's something to really take advantage of. And she did it indeed. Way to go, Jilly Bean.
She'll get 15 back in store credit.
Cool.
And we'll do a wheel spin for everyone in that break. Now, had this closed by 6:35, it would have been a 5x wheel spin. So just a normal 1x wheel spin. If it lands on $50, you get $50 back. One person's going to win the wheel spin too, Rob. It's not everyone in the break. One person wins the wheel spin. I blame Baxter. Baxter, how could you? Woof, woof. Bad boy, Baxter. Bad boy. So now we got the quad coming up. Deep ball quad. Some of the best football players around. First quad in that break. Go ahead and drop me 4 box numbers. Mr. Baxter. I like that name, Baxter. It's a good one. That is a good one. Baxter in the house. So
Baxter in the house, indeed.
let's do it.
So yeah, I'll get that list ready for us in just.
So we got ourselves the quad coming up, guys. Quad box coming up. Jill's got the numbers 3, 6, 10, 24. Thank you, Jill. All right, so we'll get 3 and 6 off the board, leaving us with 4 and 5. I also want to give the guys and gals a little bit of, for those that are watching the show right now, to give you guys a little bit of break room insight in the way I operate personally. Rob, you will find that most often the bonus prizes and store credits, the gimmicks, happen early in the show.
Correct.
Now, I know you guys have lives. I know you can't be here every single moment of every single show. I also know that more folks get in at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, things get really busy. So if you want to get in early in the show, there might be a little bit bonus prizes early in the show. I will not be giving out those type of prizes at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So come early. Come often and get rewarded here in the break room.
Absolutely.
It's for the really, really loyal customers that are playing early and often. So we got 4 boxes coming up here in our deep ball quad box break. I'll go ahead and run the wheel spin right after this break so we don't forget. And I will put this shadow box down for Mr. Tom Brady. I think we showed it off enough for this hour. We'll undoubtedly break it out the next hour. Thomas Edward Brady. Actually, I'll put him here so it doesn't get in your way for boxes. Let me move my stuff.
3, 6, 10, and 24.
3, 6, 10, and 24. 3, 6, 9, Caroline. All right, guys, deep ball quad coming up. You know what? I'll put it right here. I'll make it up. It's too much by my feet. All right, we got Devin Shinley, Rick Pickett, Adam Simons, Devin Shinley, Rick Pickett, and Jill Lobovitz. Good luck, guys. Quadruple the boxes, quadruple the fun in the deep ball.
Yes, sir.
By the way, that shadow boxing is the Chase wheel spin. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That'll be happening at 9 o'clock tonight. So can't say you don't have notice. We got 2 hours and 10 minutes to go. All right, 10 times, guys. The Messi number, the GOAT number. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Messi got injured this weekend. Minor injury.
Oh.
So I'm getting very, very nervous about my World Cup tickets, which I still have not bought, but I'm looking to buy when they announce the official lineups, hopefully this week, Rob. So 10 clicks. We got Devin Shinley, NFC North. Rick Pickett in the NFC South. NFC East is Devin Shinley. Rick Pickett, NFC West. We got Adam, NFC North. Devin, AFC South. Rick, AFC East. And Jill Lobovitz in the AFC West. 4 boxes coming up in the deep ball mixer. Mountain of boxes, we say. Mountain of boxes. We'll start with 3.
Yeah.
The Drew Lock Mizzou number. Shout out to Drew Lock.
That's what everyone thinks so with the number 3.
Everybody thinks of Drew Lock. Not Allen Iverson. Drew Lock. Number 3.
And shout out to Jill, by the way. Most of the time when Jill calls some box numbers, some pretty special things happen. Which, by the way, shout out to Jill last week. She won a Patrick Mahomes authentic and a sniper spot. 1 against 7 other names in that series, and she got it.
Not bad. Not bad for Jill. Here's a good one. We got a Winter Warrior authentic coming out. Hit that gritty. Justin Jefferson. Jay Jettas. Very, very clean lid. Devin Shinley. One of the best receivers in the NFL. Jay Jettas. Number 2 all-time in receiving yards per game. Rob is hitting the gritty. Let me hit this record button. Rob is hitting the gritty. Oh, my God. Look at this guy. Hit that gritty, Jay Jettas. I'll gritty, too. I'll do the eyes, Rob. Where we at? Where we at? Hit that gritty. Devin Shinley.
Way to go, Dev.
Very, very nice, Dev. Jay Jettas.
Beautiful.
Now we have you on record, and we can compare against Frankie, see who's better.
Oh,
I
that's
thought
tough.
Frankie was pretty good.
That's tough. He's got a lot fresher bones
He's
than I do.
huge.
So
He's young.
yeah,
He gritties in his free time, Rob.
he's got that exuberant youthful energy. I don't know if we can compete with that comment. So that's tough. Well, we've seen Robbie gritty. We got to put him in a league of his own for that. So, but yeah, no, there's some Justin Jefferson worth celebrating. I mean, I don't get up and just dance for anybody. So,
Amen.
Shout out to Shinley, man.
You know what? One of the best moments ever, though? A guy you would never associate with dancing, your co-host on Sundays at 9, Stephen Ryan, once danced on a table at UA. It was a 19-box break. We had Ronnie and Sulaco, the prankster, back in his spending era. Ronnie's like, he's kind of left the spending era. It's now the prankster era. But he used to be a big player around these parts, just throwing the cash out.
Yeah.
And he wanted a 19-box 1-4 break. And he it was like something like $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 to buy it out. And Steven's like, if we put this up and you buy out the 19-box 1-4, I'll dance on the table. And he did it, and Steven danced. So that was. I know I have the footage saved somewhere. I have to dig through the archives.
Yeah, and hopefully once you find it, it can go up on the big screens.
Let's do it.
I need that. I need that as future blackmail against our guy Steven.
There's a lot of footage of me doing karaoke, as you know. We have fun on this show.
Yeah.
We have fun on this show. You buy break spots, who knows what we'll do. We do keep our clothes on, though. If you're wondering, clothes stay on. It's PG friendly. Just dancing and singing. Nothing too crazy happening here. Second box coming up in the deep ball. We had Jay Jettas. What do we got next here? What do we got next? I'll tell you what we got next. Another headliner. Pick it off, Rick Pickett. James Cook on the Rivalry Authentic. One of the best running backs in football. Led the league in rushing yards this last season. I always say the most underrated player in the NFL today. James Cook, Rick Pickett on that ice, baby. The Rivalry. Vanilla Ice in the house for James Cook. He says, nice. Congrats, says Jill. Very, very nice. Back-to-back headliners. And that deep ball.
Well, he's certainly not cooking with ice cubes. He's cooking with some serious heat. James Cook led the league in rushing yards, as you said, last year, and the year before that. Well, he led the league in touchdowns. So he was paid and paid handsomely by Buffalo, and he has paid back every penny so far. So, I mean, when Josh Allen really first started to emerge with the Buffalo Bills, they were more of a passing funnel offense with him and Stephon Diggs. When Diggs was one of the best wide receivers in the league, a consistent all-pro level guy. James Cook and then Sean McDermott, the then head coach of Buffalo. Really the last 2 seasons, they've turned themselves to one of, if not the best rushing attacks in the NFL because of the emergence of number 4.
Amen.
James Cook.
Great running quarterback, great running back. Just a great offense, period. I like the clean-looking helmets, too. Nice, I like that, says Eric. Those are clean, Husker. The Bills rivalry is certified fresh. All right, third box coming up.
Yes, sir.
Rob, where do you keep your leftovers?
Well, usually, if you're asking the wrong guy, there's not any leftovers around me, but on the rare occasions, I'd put them in the fridge.
In the fridge?
Yes.
The William Fridge. William Fridge Perry, baby. The refrigerator, Devin Shinley. Super Bowl champion with the 85 Bears. Got a touchdown in the big game. William Perry on the autographed Bears custom jersey. JSA certified for Devin Shinley. Do you think on Super Bowl morning, William Perry woke up and thought, I'm going to get a touchdown today? That game, by the way, all Bears, I think it was like 55-10 or something. No touchdowns for Walter Payton. Touchdown for William Perry. Go figure.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Now imagine having a time machine and FanDuel back in the day and being able to play something like that as a wager. That you'd be paid very handsomely, but yeah.
They might not even list it, to be honest.
The fridge, no, definitely no. No, not even nowadays they would do something like that. But yeah, for the fridge, I mean, one of the many, many special moments and stories is to why that 85 Chicago Bears team, and again, Kamen and I live in the Chicagoland area, we know how storied the 85 Bears are. They are the most talked about championship winning team out of any Chicago sport team in the city's history. So
beloved. So cool. Congrats. Yes, indeed. William Refrigerator
Patty.
All right.
The fridge. Fridge.
Oh, I agree. Walter should have gotten one. Although I gotta go back and look at what the score was at the time. Like, I'm willing that Mike Ditka probably thought we'd get another touchdown, and Walter might get one later in the game. But yeah, you got to get Walter one for sure. But, you know, it's a fun little fact. Fun little fact that Walter didn't get one, and the fridge did get one. William Perry.
Very cool.
Thank you. We actually have the thing for the ball. I know we have those little stand things.
Yes. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
That way Tom Brady doesn't fumble himself off the table. No tuck rules here.
I was going to say no tuck rules.
No tuck rules
Not here in the break room.
All right, fourth and final box in the deep ball quad. Quadruple the boxes, folks. Quadruple the fun. All right, we got a mini helmet, I believe. We'll be showing you guys the mini here. Show me the money, Jerry. Show me the mini Kamen. We got a headliner.
Okay.
Got a headliner. One of the best running backs of this generation. Future Hall of Famer.
Nice.
Christian McCaffrey.
Woo.
CMC for Rick Pickett. Christian McCaffrey, one of 3 guys ever with 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same season. He almost did it last year. He was just over 1,000 rushing, just under 1,000 receiving. Had they added that 18th game that Roger Goodell so desperately wants, McCaffrey would have done it, Rob Hill. No doubt about that. Nice job, Rick Pickett. One of the best running backs I've ever seen, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, honestly, last year, the way that he was utilized with all of the injuries that Kyle Shanahan had to deal with their wide receivers.
He was a top pass catcher.
Yeah, you couldn't really tell the difference if he was a running back or a wide receiver. The line got that blurred with him. Reason I say that is because he had 102 catches out of the backfield last year for the San Francisco 49ers. Again, over 1,200 yards on the ground. Again, one of the most dynamic peak-for-peak running backs that you'll ever see. Craziest thing about C-Mac is that he's truly gotten better with age. 2023 was his crowning achievement season so far at age 27. And again, arguably the second best of the year of his career was last year at age 29. So if he stays healthy, yeah, the sky is really the ceiling with him.
What's up, gentle ladies? Here's what's up. Some awesome series in the break room.
What's going on, Daddy Dan?
A deep ball series that is still loaded and a shadow boxing series that we are sleeping on.
He just got into the practice squad quad.
Practice squad quad is 6 to go as well.
Yeah.
So make some moves in there, folks. Let's attack that break page. We are going to do that wheel spin for this quad. So keep in mind, I told him if this quad sold by 635, there'd be a surprise.
Yes, sir.
That surprise was a 5X wheel spin. It did not close by 635, but out of the goodness of my heart, I offered up just a 1X wheel spin. So one person wins some bonus money here, in addition to Jill and Rick, who got the $15 for jumping in to close it out. So 10 clicks on the way. Top name gets a chase wheel spin and some store credit.
Ooh.
Who's it going to be? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's Devin Shinley. Devin Shinley.
Damn,
who,
okay.
by the way, did pretty good in this break. He bought 2 spots, got a Justin Jefferson authentic and a William Perry jersey. More than made up his money and then some, and he gets money back now anyway. Devin Shinley.
Well, hopefully this is a a nice match for Devin Alight to create a crazy Tuesday night. And we know one thing about Devin.
He loves
Kamen.
Tuesday nights.
He loves Tuesday nights. Must be his favorite day of the week.
It's his favorite day of the week breaking with us. This guy goes crazy on Tuesday nights. So if you are watching Devin, drop us a number, my man. Otherwise, we'll head to the wheel, and we'll start on 1, and that'll be the number you get for your store credit.
Got another order trickling through here. Let's see. No, okay. This is I got to start reading the orders first, man, because I'm not used to so many online orders.
Retail order.
A lot of great retail orders
Was it a
going through
Moises
today.
Alou slab card?
It was not.
Okay.
I'll actually, you know what? I'll let you guess this. I'll give you the one hint. It's not a great hint, but it's a basketball item. It's a jersey.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Not Karl Anthony Towns. No. I'll give you one more. It's a Western Conference player that's no longer active.
Tim Duncan.
No, it was Sean Kemp, Seattle Supersonics.
Was that Devin? Are we sure it's not Devin?
Was not Devin.
Okay. He
Was
loves
not.
his Supersonics.
I'll double check.
All right. Devin will start you on 1. Jill and Rick, great teamwork, folks, getting that quad closed up. Let's team up and get that double closed up. 3 spots to go. I'm not going to give out store credit this time because if I give out too much money, I might get in trouble. But let's do it for the thrill of the rush. Or what was that crack the code? What was the phrase?
The thrill of the chase.
Thrill of the chase. Let's get that done for the thrill of the chase here in the UA Live Break Room, folks. All right. Devin will start on 1. Good luck, Mr. Shinley.
Big number, big number, big number.
Pretty big number. Pretty big number. It's going to be $69 in-store credit. The Jared Allen number
Nice.
was available in that new shadow boxing series. $69 store credit. Headed your way, Devin Shinley.
There you go, Dev.
He'll be like, why did I get $69? Because I'm nice, buddy. Because I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I look out for our customers here. That's why, Dev.
And I know Devin. He will reward himself handsomely by getting back into the breaks.
Treat yourself, Dev. Treat yourself. So,
That
you
we
go.
did, yeah. Rick and Jill, again, you know, this is where the community unites here at UA. If there's anything that you guys are looking to chase in particular, any type of photoed headline or anything you're looking to add to your collection, you know, feel free to put it out there. You know, let your thoughts be heard and be like, oh, okay. You know what? I was kind of thinking of, let's say, for example, Kamen in the shadow boxing series. Well, I don't have a Jared Allen speed flex. Let's say somebody comes out and says that, and somebody else is like, you know what? I don't actually have a Steve Young in my collection. Let's both put it out there and let's chase that series together.
dude, the Niners helmet is so clean.
Yeah.
Such a classic look. One of the best quarterbacks of all time. One of my favorites, Steve Young. Get you a guy that can do both. Dual threat. Running the ball. Passing the ball.
Yeah.
One of the all-time greats, Steve Young. Have not had this guy in the break room all too often. Of late especially. The Jamar Chase helmet, I mean, this thing. Wowza. Look at this thing. It's actually got a lot going for it. 24 Triple Crown. The 24 TC inscription. The number 1 on the top. The little white and black Spider-Man checkers, I'll say.
Yep.
The Tom Holland Spider-Man. My favorite Spider-Man.
that's
You know
your
why?
preferred?
Because he likes Messi. He was at the Inter Miami game this weekend. Supporting Messi, Tom Holland. So beautiful, beautiful speed
Fair
flex
enough, fair
right there. Jamar Chase, the best receiver in the NFL in that shadow boxing. We have Julio Jones, one of the best receivers of all time, on that beautiful red and white rib speed flex. Julio Jones, perhaps the greatest Falcon of all time. You know, him, Matt Ryan in that discussion.
Yeah.
Julio was special with the ATL. We got ourselves, I love this Reggie Wayne Retro. The Reggie Wayne Retro Authentic.
Definitely.
Another rare item in the room. Very, very clean lid in that series, guys. The Bicentennial Dak Prescott. Love that red, white, and blue on that Dak Attack helmet. Love the Amon-Ra St. Brown Speed Flex.
Yeah.
You mentioned Jared Allen. Here's that Jared Allen helmet. Look at that thing. And guys, keep in mind, we got 2 separate prizes. And if you don't get a headliner, you automatically get store credit back. In fact, the secondary headliners get store credit back as well. We got, 4? No, it looks like there's going to be, so all the reps get it. So there's
Correct.
12 authentics. There will be 3 other authentics, which could be the secondaries or could be something else. But there's 15 reps that get the bonus prizes, $1,000 In-store credit is one of the prizes. The other prize is the Tom Brady Shadow Box, which features the football and the awesome box for Tom Brady, which we showed off earlier. So that series is only full-size helmets only. So get that cracking, get that rolling here in the UA Live Break Room.
Yeah, and again, like, this is the perfect opportunity to strike when the iron is hot, right? We truthfully do not know when some of our, I'll say some of our big-time regulars can come in. And I'm talking about buying out breaks for themselves. Doubles,
I'll tell you when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in 54 minutes, Rob.
Yeah, I believe you.
That's when they really get going.
Yeah.
So at 8 o'clock, it'll be so hot, people won't have time to get spots. Get the spots now.
Shout out to Rick for getting this conga line moving in the shadow boxing doubles. Down to 6 to go there.
Thank you, Rickster.
Appreciate
Three to go
you.
in that deep ball double, guys. That's coming up. The practice quad is some action.
Yeah.
Brand new series, 224 a spot. You land yourself, for example, in the, let's see, what's a good spot? What's a good spot in here, Rob? How about the NFC East? You can snag a Des Bryant, a Terry McLaurin, and an OBJ Speedflex. 3 helmets, 1 spot in that quad, possibilities.
So let's,
we got what else? What else? We got ourselves your boy Trey McBride. Could pair with the Niner, potentially, a Ram, potentially in that break. We have Jim Kelly, authentic, Brees Hall, Speedflex. AFC East double up in that series as well.
AFC West, obviously, Von Miller and John Elway.
There you go, Joe. Start the party. Party starter. And I got to start the party in the break room. You know me in weddings, Rob. Anytime I go to a wedding, I am the first guy on the dance floor. Whenever someone starts the dance party, they look at me and they're like, who's that big goofy guy embarrassing himself? If I could dance, anybody can dance. So if Jill or Rick or Dan get spots, you guys will follow. You know, for example, kind of 5 is the magic number. We are 6 right now. Really, 3 is the magic number, and 4 is the mini magic number. 5 is a kind of get going. But once it gets down to 4 to go, Rob, and it's halfway there, people believe it's going to sell pretty quickly.
Yeah, Jill just brought it down to 5 in that practice squad single.
There you go.
So, again, speaking of a single break, you know, if you're single, get ready to mingle because, like you said, I always like to say once we get to 4 and we're at, we're halfway, we're at midfield. When you're at midfield here in UA, there's no going back. You're not taking any sacks. You're not taking any losses. There's no fumbles. The only way that you're progressing is forward. You get down to 3, you're in the red zone. 2, you're going to score. 1, you got to push yourself in.
You know what we do often when we're at 4 to go, halfway there? What ends up happening is oftentimes we get a deep ball. Pun intended for the deep ball series, which is 3 to go, by the way.
Yeah.
Throw up a deep ball. Reggie Wayne might reel it in on that speed flex. We might have Troy Aikman throwing a Michael Irvin on that Lunar Authentic. Don't even need to knock them out one by one. We could do it one by one, like Dennis saying, but I prefer the deep ball. The Patrick Mahomes, the Troy Aikman, the Steve Young. All the Steve Young deep balls to Jerry Rice. Steve Young had one of the greatest big game performances of all time. 6 touchdown passes in 1 Super Bowl. That record may never get broken. The Chargers are still getting touchdowns thrown at them by Steve Young from that Super Bowl. So that's a deep ball passer. Dak Prescott.
Poor Chargers.
One of the best deep ball passers in the NFL today. Throw it up to Lamb, throw up to Pickens. Jamar Chase, a deep ball catcher. Really a catcher of all things, Jamar Chase. He will catch anything you throw his way. The best receiver in the game. So get those spots. That break is 3 to go. That will happen. That double and that deep ball will happen soon. This one, that's 6 to go in shadow boxing. We get it down to 4. Good as gone. We get the practice squad down to 4. As good as gone. So make those moves, guys. We're getting really, really close here on the break page. And we are getting more and more viewers as we go. More and more viewers as we go.
Yeah, 100%. And Den, who is unofficially on our payroll from the marketing side of things, saying, yeah, let's knock out this series 1 break at a time, 1 headliner at a time, 1 prize entry at a time.
I'll tell you what, Den. I know you're normally a jersey guy, but we have a couple items in shadow boxing and deep ball for you as a Colts fan.
Yeah.
Reggie Wayne. maybe Dabo in there. We got Reggie Wayne custom in the deep ball. Speaking of deep ball catchers. And then for even less, only $56 in the practice squad, there's a Tyler Warren Speed Flex, the terrific young tight end. Now, my advice, Rob, to new people, this is just my advice. Oftentimes, a new customer will go for the cheapest break, which would be the jerseys, $31 a spot. But if you're a new person that has money, like you got a wallet, you want the best stuff, forego the practice squad. Go straight to the shadow boxing, straight to the deep ball, get yourself the best stuff. But if you don't want to go too hard early, you want to see what this is all about, do not make the mistake of going to the jerseys. Go to the practice squad.
100%. Yeah.
It's only $25 more in the practice squad than the jerseys, and the quad is $224. It is for sure cheap enough. I was going to say, though, so to give you guys an example of what SpeedFlex helmets are, you go to Riddell.com, Rob. A SpeedFlex without a signature is usually retail value $800. Now, I know you can find it a little bit cheaper online sometimes. Yes, you can. You can find it a little bit cheaper. A little bit. Maybe it's $700 instead of $800 unsigned. A lot of our big level players in the big series, the custom speed flexes, for example, like a Jamar Chase custom speed flex in the shadow boxing, that's worth around $1,500. Could be a little bit less, could be $1,200, $1,300, but in that ballpark. Now, the standard speed flexes of big names are typically north of $1,000, $1,100, $1,200. In the case of Brady, $2,700. Mahomes, over $2,000. Some of our lesser players, which they're still really good, the practice squad has the lesser name speed flexes, like Hines Ward, Odell Beckham, Tyler Warren. These are still worth close to $1,000 retail value. Maybe it's $800, $900, but close to $1,000, if not more. You can win a helmet worth, at the minimum, $800 to $900 on a speed flex for $56.
Yeah.
Now, the best jerseys in there usually are about $200 for the best ones. Like a Deion Sanders, Ray Lewis, James Cook. Could be a little more, could be a little less, but roughly $200 or so. So you could profit about $200 in the jersey series if you win with one spot. You win with one spot in the practice squad, you get a speed flex, you could profit north of $800, Rob, maybe more. So that is why, if you're a new person watching the show, I would dip my sand in the water and get yourselves in the practice squad single instead of that jersey single. Just my 2 cents.
So I agree with you because you get more of the upper echelon, the creme de la creme, those inner circle names, once you get into the shadow boxing and deep ball mixture. But if we're staying on the topic real quick of the practice squad, which again, we continue to buy spots in the quad there. We actually just got 2 more orders that came in. Let's see where they are, Kamen. Rick got a spot in the deep ball double, and then Joshua Rouser got 2 spots in the double as well for the shadow boxing.
There you go, Josh. 4 to go in there.
So one point I just wanted to make on that practice squad to show you the value. Now, this is a comparable lid that I found for retail value. It's a Fanatics certified Brees Hall. For what we got, this is a Speed Flex. Now, it's a little different because the inscription's a little differently, but this one does not have a visor, unlike the one, but it's the same base model and design. That's going to have that Gotham football on the back of it, much like the one in this practice squad. It's going for $1,200 on the Fanatics retail store that is authenticated. Now, again, this one is probably going to be in the very same ballpark as it's the same design, and this one has a visor as well. So very, very nice, and we're talking about something common that's more than 12 times the value of your buy-in. You can buy, you can buy out an entire practice squad single for yourself, and you would still get twice the amount of money back in that situation.
Not bad. So great stuff in that break.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Josh getting that shadow boxing down to 4.
Hell yeah.
Now, keep in mind, if you do really want the quality, though, you got to pay a little bit more for quality, right? You don't want to get a mini, you don't want to get a jersey. These are all full-size helmets. So there's no minis, no jerseys, no replicas. There is one football, Tom Brady football, worth north of $2,000 as a bonus prize. But this is where you're going to get the bigger names. Now, we talk about value and authentic speed flexes, reps being worth more than minis and jerseys. One of the reasons, Rob Hill, why those tend to be worth more is not, the item itself is worth more, but we also, keep this in mind, guys, we also only have the big level players sign helmets. So there's a guy that might sign a jersey. Like, for example, Antonio Freeman, former Packer receiver. We would get him in a jersey series.
Yeah.
You know, one-time Pro Bowler, I believe, led the league in receiving yards 1 year. He would not be good enough to be in a shadow boxing full-size helmet series. He would not appear in that series. The quality of names are higher in here.
For sure.
Like, I mean, look at the names in this series. Drew Brees, arguably a top 5 quarterback ever. Tom Brady, the greatest of all time. Steve Young, number 7 all time for me. Julio Jones could be a top 10 receiver ever. Jamar Chase definitely will be a top 10 receiver. Reggie Wayne, top 10 receiver ever. Jared Allen, top 10 pass rusher ever. Rob Gronkowski, top 5 tight end ever. TJ Watt, probably a top 2 player in defense today. These are very, very high quality names. I mean, looking at this graphic, I look at every name on this graphic, and I'm like, James Cook, Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, we'll see. I mean, they play the way they're playing. They could get in the Hall of Fame. The rest of these guys already in the Hall of Fame or will be shortly.
Yeah.
So these are Hall of Fame level worthy names in this shadow boxing, which I think with the gimmicks, Rob, this happens all too often.
Mm-hmm.
We see this happen all the time. We have these gimmick series that the customers love, but they got to see the first 1 or 2, first 3 or 4 boxes. They see what the gimmick's all about, and they're like, oh, okay. So the first box is always the hardest, Rob. The first box is always the hardest.
I think that's
It's like the first date. The first date
Yeah.
is always the hardest. You get past the first date, you feel so much better.
I think-
you get past the first
Yeah.
break, you feel so much better.
I was gonna say, I think you got a little Sheryl Crow in your playlist. Well, how does the song go? The first break is the hardest.
Do you know where Sheryl Crow went to college?
I'm gonna take a wild guess since you're asking me. It's not Kansas. It's not K-State.
It's Mizzou.
It's Mizzou.
We rep our own. You're making Mizzou reference without even knowing. Last week was Damari Carroll. This week it's Sheryl Crow.
I genuinely didn't.
Thank you, Rob.
I genuinely did not know that she went to Mizzou. I was not laying that up for you, but you know what? We do
Thank you.
have a Shaq and Kobe type of connection.
sir.
So
Shaq and Kobe before they started fighting.
before they started fighting,
Before the beef.
we have to be breaking for at least 4 to 5 years into our breaking career together before we start developing beef. So
Yes.
I don't want to develop beef with anybody here in the break room, but again, Kamen and I, we go through a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different situations with you guys that, again, to help you, to benefit you guys. And something that Kamen
You
just
make
said,
corny examples.
very corny examples,
Yes.
yeah. Must be crop season here in the break room with how corny we're getting. But
Husker Rick knows. He's a Husker. He knows.
or anybody that's a Nebraska fan. Now, when it comes to talking about situations in the break room, something that I never talk about enough as a host, and I'm glad that you brought this up, is that the names that we get in the hidden gems, for example, like the shadow boxing, again, the price point's a little bit higher, typically from a practice squad, but that is because outside of the photo headliners being in that
Quality.
upper echelon, it's also that 15 hidden gems are also higher quality as well. Like you said, all respect to a guy like Antonio Freeman, he's probably a guy we get in the jersey, so just keep in mind, even something that's going to be a hidden gem in the shadow boxing, think All-Pro, think Hall of Famer even.
Yes.
Think about a guy that was once upon a time some of the best players in the game.
I better not pull Antonio next. I'll say that in the shadow boxing.
We will have to eat a lot of Sheryl Crow if that ends up being the case. So, wow, I did not expect to bring that reference back for a second time in 2 minutes.
Keep it going. Keep the Mizzou love going, Rob.
Yep.
You will never hear me say anything bad about Mizzou.
Absolutely. Well, we got a order in here, and look who it is. It's Sheryl Crow. No, it isn't. Let's see what this is for, actually.
We got a mini mystery box.
We got a personal for the second order from DJ.
What's up, DJ?
For tuning
DJ
in.
E in
Yeah.
the house.
Not DJ
Now,
Ashy.
There's DJ
DJ.
Ashley. What's going on, Deej?
Couple different DJs.
We have 2 ways to guarantee a win, Rob, in the break room. 2 ways to guarantee a win. Look for a break that says 8 spots to go, and you buy all 8 spots. You guarantee yourself a win. You could also go to the mystery box tab. We have authentic helmets, jersey helmets, mini helmets, replica helmets, and the headliner package is 1 mini, 1 jersey, 1 rep, 1 authentic, 4 headliner names in that series. So that is a way to guarantee yourself a win. Buy the mystery box and get it all.
Thank you for the update, Bofa.
Yeah,
What's going
we
on,
saw
Rye
that.
Guy?
We saw the Josh Jacobs arrest. Dom currently is very, very sad right now. What's going on, Bofa? Good evening, Kamen and Rob.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not Rob. Rube in the house.
Yeah, him and Foog have a interesting way of spelling my name. So if I could legally change it to that, I would. But I don't know if Dom owns any Josh Jacobs memorabilia himself, but I'm sure he's coddling with it right now. If he does.
Well, I never want to wish negative upon anyone, and these are of course charges. Nothing has been proven.
Yeah.
But as a Bears fan, if a guy does something negative,
Yeah, here we go.
I am okay with him getting suspended. It makes it easier on the field and off the field, Rob.
You know, this has been a tough last 96 hours for my Dynasty League because Josh Jacobs was my running back 2 for my Dynasty Football League this past year that made the playoffs. You know who was my running back 1? Guy we had in studio on Saturday, Kyron Williams. Here's why this is rough. Kyron was a great guy.
Live on the show? I didn't catch it.
He wasn't live on the show, unfortunately, but he was here. He and of course, out of all days, Kamen. Forgot that I decided to wear my 2008 NFC Championship Arizona Cardinals sweater. So once we were done with the noon show and I'm getting ready to leave, Kyron was in the middle of signing out there, and I did something I never usually do when we have athletes here unless they're live on air. I decided to introduce myself. I was like, "Hey, Kyron, huge fan," and offered to dap him up. He's like, "I can't, bro. I'm Cardinals merch. I can't." I'm like,
terrible.
So I walked out with my head held low, and I was like, Kyron. He was like, seems like an awesome guy. Really well talked about everyone on staff, but you are no longer going to be my keeper in fantasy because you hurt me, Kyron. You hurt me deeply. I was just looking for some knuckles, Common. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. But Kyron couldn't do that for me.
Right? Supposedly domestic violence charges. By the way, on a more good note, Patrick Mahomes was at the Chiefs OTA practice today.
I saw that report
exciting.
a few weeks ago that was going to happen, and
he's there.
I had a conversation with
week 1 he's starting 100%.
I was saying
100%.
Who was I talking? I was talking with Tim over the weekend. Timmy, and I was talking with him about that because we were talking about I think there was somebody in the AFC West. I think it was a Justin Herbert football. And we were talking about how the AFC West was going to look, and he's like, "I don't know about the Chiefs, man." He's like, "It doesn't sound like Patrick Mahomes is going to be coming back until week 5 or 6." And I'm like, "I think he'll be ready by week 1." 2 reasons for that: 1, the OTA thing, and 2, if you look at MVP projections for the future, he's 4th on odds.
Yeah.
As great as Mahomes is, you're not putting a guy who's projected to come back week 5 or 6.
No, he'll be back.
He'll be back. Yeah, for 4th in MVP odds, he'll be back.
He'll be back.
Speaking of an AFC West matchup, first Monday night game. Yeah. Kansas City and Denver.
Chiefs are favored, by the way.
Are they in Mile High?
No, it's Kansas City.
They got to be favored no matter what.
Point
even if they had Jay Fields back there, you got to be favored.
Right? I would not favor him with Jay Fields.
I do want to see one Jay Fields Chiefs star with Andy Reid calling the plays. I'd like to see that.
I will pass on that one. I will pass on that one. And we got some MVP candidates in that deep ball series, though.
Yes, we do.
I'll give you guys a sleeper. My guy Dak Prescott on a speed flex. That break is 2 to go, guys. Dak, by the way, Rob, was 2nd in MVP voting, was it 2-3 years ago? This guy is an incredible quarterback. Awesome speed flex. Dak Prescott. We got former MVP Steve Young in this series. 2-time MVP. We got a former MVP Terry Bradshaw in this series. The only Cowboy MVP ever, which to me is shocking. Only one Cowboy MVP ever, and it's Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
Triple sign helmet, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, the triplets. This helmet, guys, even if you have it, for example, Jill's a Cowboys fan. I know she has this helmet already, but anyone watching the show right now, this is a helmet that a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans are going to want. This is trade bait. You can, trade for this. You can get this helmet.
Oh, yeah.
And you have no problem getting a lot in return. This is quite possibly the best helmet for Dallas Cowboy fans. By the way, a couple weeks ago, I asked people, what do you guys want more of? I had 3 people in the chat saying I want an Aikman, Irvin, and Smith triple sign helmet.
Yeah, well,
we told you guys, we deliver it.
Absolutely.
You guys ask for something, we get it. I want it, says Joe. There you go.
Well,
that's a Cowboys fan's dream right there. 3 of the greatest Cowboys ever, synonymous with the greatest era of Dallas Cowboys football. So that's a helmet worth having, guys. A helmet worth having. And you ready for a hot take? Ready for a hot take, Rob, on a Tuesday? I feel like we got to get these breaks buzzing, so I'm going to fire out some hot takes here.
Okay.
I actually don't think it's that hot of a take. I think it's lukewarm, but a lot of people might think it's hot. I love Troy Aikman. I respect him a lot. Great on TV. If we took Dak Prescott and put him with Irvin and Smith, he would also have 3 championships.
I would agree.
Dak Prescott.
I would
he would
agree.
be a 3-time champion with the Cowboys in the 90s. Dak Prescott, by the way, this season, Rob, assuming he stays healthy, will be first all-time in Dallas history in passing yards.
That's nuts.
And passing touchdowns.
It's pretty crazy.
He's already first in passing yards already. Only guy ahead of him passing touchdowns, can you guess? Dallas Cowboy history leader in all-time passing touchdowns.
Roger Staubach?
No.
Probably not Staubach. Number. Okay, so let me. Oh, Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo, yeah.
And,
More modern day.
Dak will
Tony Romo, yeah.
more of a passing era, but Dak will pass Tony Romo this season. So we got the old school, the new school, Dallas Cowboys guys. Now this helmet's worth retail value north of $1,000, triple sign authentic. This Dak Speed Flex retail value north of $1,000. That's $178. We're in the NFC East. You snag 2 helmets combined that are north of $2,000. That is more than 10 times your value. As a Dallas Cowboy fan, that deep ball is a no-brainer. Only 2 to go on that double. Get your butts in there. Let's see Dak. Let's see Aikman, Irvin, and Smith. 1 to go now in that double box.
Yep.
1 to go. Here's a fun deep ball connection. Let's go old school, new school. We can have Terry Bradshaw double up with Jamar Chase. Imagine those 2 guys. Which, by the way, this is why, first off, all sports, every single sport, eras are very, very hard to compare.
Yeah.
And I do truly believe the game does get better over time. Now, with that said, though, you put Terry Bradshaw in today's system with, today's game plans, today's tape, today's medicine, today's, physical training, analytics, doctors, etc. He'd put up massive numbers. But in Bradshaw's era, you could, for a lack of better words, like almost murder the quarterbacks back then. Like, it was just a hit party. So you put Bradshaw in today's game with an offensive line, you better believe this dude's going to be slinging the ball. And him and Jamar Chase, man, that's a pair up right there.
Yeah.
The deep ball series.
Make no mistake about it. And, for me, especially right away, right, we got 24 boxes left. We're about to get this double through. I mean, the NFC East, you already said was so enticing. I mean, you already got 3.
Dolphins, too.
Yeah, exactly. Dolphins, too. I mean, you got 3.
Dawkins and Pickens.
Dawkins, my mistake.
Pickens, too.
And Pickens, yeah. Prescott, it's all right there for the taking, folks. And we got an order coming in. Let's see if that closes it out. It's a deep ball single from John Pascarella. His first order here
What's
at
up,
UA.
John?
Welcome into the UA family. Favorite team, favorite player. Maybe it is an NFC East team.
Let us know, JP. I always say, even though my 5th grade teacher said, don't assume you make a blank out of you and me, sass without the S in the front. Learned that in 5th grade, by the way. Shout out to Mr. Shields. But I always say, if there's a new customer, you don't know who they like, Rob, assume Cowboys. They're the most popular team. And before I started working at UA, I was one of those skeptics and haters of, are Dallas really America's team? You work here long enough, you will see by far the most fans we have is Dallas Cowboys fans.
I can agree with that.
Now, we also get the most hate for Cowboys, which makes sense. You're either loved or hated, right? That's just the way it works in life, memorabilia, sports, entertainment.
Comes with the territory.
But Cowboy double up, Dak, and triple sign helmet. Very, very nice double there, guys, in that deep ball break.
Yeah, we got a plethora of doubles. I mean, between the shadow boxing being down to 3, the deep ball being at 1. And I'll even pivot to the practice squad, by the way, which, again, this is a quad, so more the merrier, right? You get twice as many boxes that are coming out. Same price point area, $224 in the quad for the practice squad, juxtaposed at $246 in the shadow box and $178 in the deep ball. All in the same, within about $50 of one another, all in the same price range. Now, if that's something that, again, is for you guys where it's like, hey, there's a little bit of a price point stipulation with me, whatever it might be, payday hasn't happened yet, you got some bills to pay, I get it. It's a real world. But at the same time, within a $50 price point, you know, you have so many great pieces of memorabilia in 3 series that have barely been touched yet. So
Let's get it.
you got a lot of variety. Now, I will say this is a special situation for us on a Tuesday.
Special.
And for Kamen and I, we can definitely attest to this. For us to have, essentially, now I know that we have the deep ball series. We've had 6 boxes go in that already, but we're still 24 left to go in a 30-box series. That's barely been touched. We're just scratching the surface. We essentially have 3 brand new series that are yet to be unlocked in all of these. So we have a lot of room to cover. So, again, it gives you guys a lot of variety.
Honestly, I think that's part of the problem. And I want an honest opinion, guys. I want you guys to just get in the chat and tell me what you want to break. Because I think we're a little bit like all over the place. We got, 3 spots taken in the practice squad single, 3 taken in the quad. We got, 7 taken in the deep ball double. We got 5 taken in the shadow boxing double. Let's unite together and pick one of these to attack first. So people in the chat, what do you most want to get after? Shadow boxing, deep ball, or practice squad? I'll give you pros and cons. So first off, shadow boxing will have by far the best non-headliners. So it's a full-size only series, the highest price point, the best stuff, box for box is hands down in this break. It's not even close. The deep ball and the practice squad will not have nearly as good filler hits because there will be minis, jerseys, etc. in this series. So if you want the best overall series, hands down, shadow boxing is the place to be. If you want the series with potentially the best sort of like high-end hits for a medium level price, it's deep ball. Because we have speed flexes for less than $100 in the single. Reggie Wayne, Bijan Robinson, Jordan Love, triple sign Cowboys, Dak Prescott, Steve Young, speed flex. That's probably the best one if you're focused on where you're going to get the best headliners for the lowest price. So headliner-wise, that's the one I would play. Now, if you want the cheapest option, if you don't want to risk as much, then practice squad's the cheapest option. That's the benefit there.
Yeah.
So if you want the best stuff, best headliners, deep ball, best overall series, shadow box, lowest price point practice squad. Although shadow box does have the best item, the Tom Brady prize, which that deep ball did sell out.
Yes, it did.
That is coming up here shortly, guys.
It's all ready to go.
But here's that Tom Brady shadow box. You get the football in this shadow box to put the football in. That is the bonus prize. If you don't get a authentic helmet, you get yourself entries for the Tom Brady shadow box. So that is for you folks.
Beautiful. Well, let's see if we get our first or even second entry into that shadow ball.
Let's do it.
Shadow box.
So deep ball double number 1 coming up. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. You're going to hate me, Rob. But I'm going to go and stretch my legs. I'm going to raise that up by like 1. I'm getting chilly here in the room. It was at 70 earlier. It's now back to 72, is that? I don't know why I'm cold. You're going to hate me. You love it cold.
I would prefer it if it was closer to 27 than 72.
I got you. So I'll get the boxes because I'll mess with that.
Appreciate that.
Quickly.
Appreciate that, my man.
My legs.
It's going to be 9 and 22.
9 and 22.
The Cowgirl, Jill Abovitz, dropping that in. So just going through another, course of double up possibilities while Kamen grabs those boxes from the shadow boxing for 9 and 22.
Is it shadow or is it deep ball? I think it's deep
Oh, it's my bad. It's deep ball. You're right. It is deep ball. Sorry about that, guys. So that is going to be 9 and 22 on the deep ball for that. Let's see here as I had the shadow boxing pulled up by mistake.
Double check the right list, etc. So 9 and 22 called out by Jill.
I got the right list in there.
Thank you, sir.
All good to go. But yeah, double ups are all across the board. We talked about that NFC East being absolutely loaded. AFC North has Bradshaw and Chase. So
Let's get 'em.
Looking
Let's
good.
get 'em.
Looking good.
And that shadow boxing down to 2 to go in that double, by the way. So it is knock it on that break room door.
Yeah, Adam Simons just brought that down to 2. Thank you, Adam.
Does Simon say? I think Simon says. That's what he does.
Brother of Anthony.
There you go. Ooh, okay. Okay.
which, by the way, shout out to my birthday twin, Anthony Simons.
Okay.
June 8th, 99. Same month, day, and year as me.
Respect. I know he doesn't work at UA and you do, so who's the better Simons after all?
Well, I was going to say maybe to keep him in Chicago this upcoming summer, I got to recruit him
Shoot those 3 balls.
I was going to say offer him to stay here.
10 clicks. We got Rick Pickett, NFC North, NFC South, NFC East. We got ourselves, let me copy and paste that list one more time. We got Darth Vinny. We got a Sith Lord amongst our ranks in the NFC West. What's up, Darth? Don't bring Vader, please. AFC North, we got newer guy, Jason Fiocco, who was in the room last night. What's up, Jay? Eric Zaffron, AFC South. Rick Pickett, AFC East. And Jill Lobovitz in the AFC West. 9-22 in the deep ball. I'm seeing that we have more viewers watching, more orders coming in.
Yeah.
Getting close to 8 o'clock when things, as I always say, tend to heat up, ladies and gents. Tend to heat up.
Yeah, up to 30 viewers now, and it's only going to go up from here.
First off, what the heck do we have in here? I don't even know what this is, Rob.
That's always a good start.
That's always fun. There's actually no paper, too, that's going to tell me what it is.
It's a Kamen Entchev football. You don't recognize your own signature? Imagine.
Ooh. All right. Well, you know what? It's a good chance to do my little PSA cert code.
Okay.
I don't see anything in the box, so let me see. Oh, here we go. I do see it on here. Oh, it's a Houston Oilers legend, Robert Brazil.
Oh, right.
With his resume on there. 1,281 tackles. Looks like, is that 48 sacks, 13 picks?
Damn.
Beautiful, beautiful football. Pro Football Hall of Famer, Eric Zaffron, PSA certified on one of the best Oilers ever, Robert Brazil.
Very cool.
I said Robert Boulet, but it's Robert Brazil. Wrong Robert.
Oh, that's a first for me, seeing Robert Brazil here in the break
Seen
room.
him a couple times, but it's been a hot minute. But very nice hit, Eric. One of the greatest defensive players of all time. Pro Football Hall of Famer for Houston. They would always say when he played, Houston, you don't have a problem because you got Robert Brazil tackling guys. There was no problems back then.
I'd believe it.
So very nice football there, Eric. All right, one more. One more to go in our double box. Yeah, was it Dr. Doom? What's the inscription, Bob? I just couldn't read it.
Dr. Doom.
Let me look it up what it says, what his nickname is, because I couldn't make note of it. I was right, Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom, yeah. Very cool.
Well, can you imagine a big guy coming at you nicknamed Dr. Doom?
Lay in the boom.
Yeah, you're doomed. You are literally doomed on the football field with Robert Brazil. I know Bob is going to get those $279,000 Nick NBA final tickets. I saw the expensive ones going for $279K.
Did you see the? Well, I was going to say
the
there's
cheap ones are like $3K.
There were some courtside that were 6K, six figures. So if you want to sit next to Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner, that was your chance. But there was a side-by-side comparison where there are some houses up for sale in the Oklahoma area where it's like $1,100 a month for like 2,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths.
Yeah.
Just craziness in like comparison. Like you can get an entire home for, it's crazy, man.
I'd rather go to the game sitting next to Bob Boulay for $3,000 than sit next to Timothy Chalamet.
Something tells me Bob's going to get
$200,000.
He's going to get some airtime.
Oh, speaking of some airtime.
Okay.
Speaking of some airtime, this guy gets a lot of airtime in the NFL. One of the best football players in the game, period. Triple Crown winner, the best receiver in the NFL, Jamar Chase in the break room. The beautiful, beautiful orange jersey. That's the AFC North. Jason Fiocco, congrats on Jamar Chase. That might be Jason's first ever win. I think he was in 1 or 2 breaks yesterday. If that's your first win, Jason, congrats, brother, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, shout out to you, Brother Bear. Awesome, awesome win, of course. Jamar Chase, really hard to top his first 5 years in the NFL. 3 All-Pros, 5 Pro Bowls every single season he's played. Obviously, 2 years ago, as Kamen mentioned, a Triple Crown winner. And when it's all said and done, he can rival one of the greatest rapports, greatest numbers, however you want to phrase it, for quarterback wide receiver combos and him and Joe Burrow.
Speaking of hard to top Jamar Chase, if you're a Jamar Chase fan, we can top it. There's a custom speed flex in the shadow boxing series that's even better than the jersey. Worth more money, cooler item with an inscription, 24 Triple Crown in that awesome, awesome series. So Doug's got the fire emojis for Jamar Chase here in the break room. All right. Let's get that shadow boxing done next. I'm going to do a little reverse, Rob. I'm going to do a little reverse. Normally, I take the quarter zip off for the polo. I'm going to reverse the luck. I'm going to put the quarter zip on top of the polo. We're reversing it here in the break room.
Double Blue Tuesday.
Reverse.
Reverse, yeah. In honor of our recent Uno series.
That was fun.
That was great, man. That was.
We have a little Monopoly-style concept I have come up with that we'll be doing soon in the near future here in the break room.
Does every
all about the games, baby. All about the games.
Does every producer and host get their own avenue?
Maybe. I get Boardwalk. I want Boardwalk. You're going to have Park Place, Rob.
I was going to say, I'll settle for Park Place.
Park Place isn't bad. So, shadow boxing, we are down to 2 to go, guys. That should be the inaugural break of shadow boxing. The brand new series, all the headliners available, folks. Of course, we have the entries for the Brady Shadow Box with the football, which is, $2,000 to $3,000 in retail value. That is very, very cool. And then we have every helmet in here. That Jamar Chase I mentioned, Rob. Look at the little checkers on there. A little white checkered pattern with that 24 Triple Crown. By the way, Jamar Chase is actually one of the few receivers where you could actually read his signature.
Yeah.
J. Chase 1. But in case you couldn't read it, in case you struggle reading, there's a 24 TC on there for the Triple Crown. And there's number 1 on there. Number 1 on a Bengal helmet. I only think of Jamar Chase. I was talking about this on the show last week. Mini hot take. I think it's not that hot given how good these guys are. But I was giving what I thought the Mount Rushmore of wide receivers would be in 15 years. I said that Jamar Chase would be the 3rd best receiver of all time, and Justin Jefferson 4th best of all time.
Damn.
I said Rice, Moss, Chase, Jefferson, Mount Rushmore, enough said. And those are very expensive autographs already. Imagine how much more expensive Jamar Chase will get as we go.
Yeah.
And these custom flexes are the ones that are worth the most money because they're more rare and they're going up in value. Like I used to say, $1,500 ballpark, maybe you get it for $1,200, $1,300. Some of these are now going up to $1,500, $1,600, $1,700. Maybe you get it for $1,500.
Yeah.
This will be worth north of $2,000 in 5-6 years. The way memorabilia is booming, and that's my advice to people as well that are watching the show. If you win an active player especially, but really any player, this industry is booming, guys. What you can get for this helmet today is only a fraction of what you'll get for it in 5-6 years. Maybe you get $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 for this one today. With what this guy's going to do the next 5-10 years, Rob, in 5-10 years, that helmet's going to be worth north of $2,000.
100%.
So do not, now, if you love the hobby, you have too many helmets in your house, or you possibly have, you got to pay your rent, trade it then. But if you have enough funds in your account where money's not a problem, and you win a helmet like Jamar Chase, do not sell it, do not trade it. I got 3 words for you, the same word 3 times. Keep. Keep this bad boy, Rob.
Keep.
It's going to go up in value. The best receiver in football, Jamar Chase, will set all sorts of records. He is on pace to finish 2nd all-time in receiving touchdowns.
Well,
if he keeps up the pace, he'll be 2nd all-time in receiving touchdowns. Jamar Chase.
Well, especially something with that 24 TC inscription too, right? With the Triple Crown inscription. Like you said, let's fast forward 15 years down the line where he will, at this point, right, knock on wood, he stays healthy and has the longevity of a career that we hope that he has. Obviously, he'll be very towards the top in receptions, receiving yards, probably touchdowns as well. Who knows what other accolades he'll pile on. That inscription is going to go a long way too, because it's like, wait, you have a 2024, really the first benchmark accomplishment he had earlier in his career, And as you guys know, when it comes to doing collectibles, now I'll make a comparison with something like cards, right? Everybody goes crazy when it comes to card collecting with the rookie cards. 2024, I was, like you said, the early part of his career. That's going to be something that's going to be worth so much more once he gets into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, so on and so forth. So you want to get something now, something you want to be able to collect with value over time. That's why a lot of us do this, right? Not just for flexing, not just for putting up as, pretty artifacts to have around our house, but something down the line that's going to be worth a whole lot of moolah. And plus the sports memorabilia industry, Kamen and I certainly know this, being involved with it every day. Guys, it's only trending upwards. It's definitely one of those things like Apple stock 25, 30 years ago that you want to get in when the value is low, and come back and talk to us 10, 15 years from now when we're still here at UA, what the price of everything is going to be worth then.
Yeah,
so.
These helmets are going up in value, guys. You can get some all-time legends in here as well. Steve Young, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, on that clean Niners Speed Flex with the black visor, too. Steve Young, a two-time league MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, dual threat. A lot of Niner fans out there, too. So Steve Young, definitely worth getting. We have ourselves more flexes. Jared Allen on a custom flex. Where's Chris Hove at? A big-time Viking fan. Chris Hove. Jump in the brakes, Chris. Speaking of underrated players, I'm on Ross St. Brown Speed Flex. We got a lot of Lions fans in the break room of late. This gentleman, we talk about the best receivers in football, and everyone mentions Chase and Jefferson. We mention them all the time. JSN's getting love these days, of course, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
But this guy, Rob, he's been top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns, I believe, each of the last 2, if not 3 seasons. So you talk about a top 5 receiver in football. This guy is him. This guy is it. I'm on Ross St. Brown on the awesome Speed Flex. Blue visor, blue face mask. Did you know that I'm on Ross St. Brown speaks German?
I did not.
He's multilingual. I watched that receiver series on Netflix. Of course, they had to choose to feature some of the best receivers in football. Of course, Amon-Ra was on that list. I think his mom was German, or was it his dad that was German? I think his mom is German, so that's why he speaks German. So his dad, by the way, had some fun advice. How do you get a little pick-me-up during a football game, Rob? Drink a Coke, he said. Everyone drinks Gatorade, drink a Coke, said Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad. So no advertisement for Coke. That's just what Amon-Ra's dad said.
Yeah, just passing it along. And hey, whatever Amon-Ra does to get himself ready before the game, during the game, after the game, it's obviously worked. I think the only season of his career, Kamen, and he missed it by, I think, maybe like 50, 60 yards, where he hasn't had 1,000+ receiving yards was his rookie year. And like you said, there are certain guys where, and obviously talk about one of our guys on staff, Alex Neatling.
What's up, Alex?
A guy that is certainly a big Amon-Ra supporter.
Big Al.
I agree. He's somebody where, again, he doesn't get the national pub of a Chase, Jefferson, even guys that are now surpassing him in terms of popularity like JSN, Puka Nacua. But his production rivals them without a doubt.
1,400 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean,
he had 1,500 in 2023.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. I mean, we talk about the Detroit Lions, right? Jameer Gibbs, Dan Campbell, former first overall pick Jared Goff. They get a lot of the pub, but Amon-Ra St. Brown is just as big of a... He's just as big of a responsibility for the ascension of the Detroit Lions than anyone else on that team.
That's incredible. 1,400 yards. So the last 3 years, Amon-Ra's averaging like 1,500, 1,200, 1,400. So roughly 1,400 yards and 11 touchdowns is his average the last 3 years. I got to get him in fantasy this year, Rob. Note to self, draft Amon-Ra St. Brown in fantasy this season.
Which is funny because I think that's like the one spot comment where I ironically think he is not underappreciated because it seems like the last, and obviously you play fantasy as well.
In PPR leagues.
Well, he's somebody that gets drafted, I feel like, at the end of the first round, like every single year.
Well, let's see where he was last year in catches. So receiving, 5th in receiving yards. Jamar Chase was 4th. George Pickens was 3rd. All these guys in that shadow boxing series, by the way. Look at catches in the NFL. Amon-Ra was 5th in catches. Puka, McBride, your boy, Jamar Chase, JSN. CMC was 6th. So, pretty good. Thanks, fellas. First one, that was an authentic Jamar Chase jersey. There you go.
Hey.
That was a custom jersey, just to clarify, Jason, but still very cool, Jamar Chase. Jason, what was your squad, Jay? Remind me of your favorite football team, Jason.
Yeah, and Jason, by the way, one thing that is a trend here at UA, once you get on a hot streak, you got to play. Got to play while you're hot. And we're one spot away from that shadow box double closing. So I'm just saying, if you want to come in and keep your hot streak alive, that would be a great series to do so.
Yeah, favorite team, Jason. Favorite team. Let us know. Welcome to the winner's circle. You never forget your first memorabilia pulled.
Nope.
Now, I've been here at UA for almost 5 years now, Rob. So unfortunately, I have actually forgotten my first helmet I pulled. I do remember my first show, though. You know, our guy Luke that does the series making.
Yeah.
He was my producer on the first show I did.
Damn.
It was a Sunday afternoon show. We were on for about an hour and a half, and we did 2 boxes. But it was my first show ever at UA as a host, and it was special. No doubt about that.
Time to remember, and since we're going down memory lane, you should remember my first show because I was with you. I was with you and Robbie Lopez. It was I'm always going to remember it, unfortunately, Kamen. I don't remember my first ever box or show that I was on. I mean, first break that I did with you guys. But what I'll always remember...
Me singing Taylor Swift.
You singing Taylor Swift was the second night, I believe. I believe that was the second night.
Boy.
It was actually the night of probably the best moment J.J. McCarthy might ever have in his career. That 3-touchdown come from behind Monday night win against that was the first Monday night game of the year.
Rob, did you have to bring that up?
Well, the Bears went this way, the Vikings would go this way, so it all evened out after that.
Fair.
But that's what I remember. I was sitting behind you, and we had the game on in the background, and that was fun. That was a fun night.
So Jay's a Philadelphia fan.
Nice.
One of my favorite Eagles of all time.
Filthy Delphia.
Brian Dawkins in that deep ball break. As an Eagle fan, you got to get Weapon X. Very, very clean, authentic helmet. My favorite Eagle of all time. Can you guess? He wasn't there for super long.
Favorite Eagle of all time. It's going to be his Mizzou guy, of course.
There's actually 2 Mizzou guys I'm thinking of that play there. But my favorite is Jeremy Maclin.
J-Mac. Nice.
I actually know J-Mac, like semi-personally. I don't know if he remembers me, but I've interviewed him multiple times when I was at Mizzou. I actually interviewed him when he got into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame as well. But super awesome guy. My favorite Eagle of all time, Jeremy Maclin, is a Mizzou guy. My second favorite Eagle of all time, Brian Dawkins, Weapon X, one of the best safeties ever.
Damn right.
Any Eagle fan knows how iconic this dude is. Get in that break there, Jason. Get your boy, Brian Dawkins. No doubt about that. The Jalen Hurts, I don't think you wanted Jason, but he was in that vault break last night where we had the Jalen Hurts, which I think Rick Pickett won the Kelly Green Jalen Hurts last night.
Well, I don't know who's doing a better job, you or Jason, for getting into this break, because he's buying what you and I are telling him, because he just closed out that first shadow boxing double.
There we go, Jay.
Way to go, Mr. Fiocco. Glad that you're enjoying yourself here at the UA Live Break Room.
That's right. And I want to take the Super Bowl back as a Chiefs fan that you guys beat us on. Take that Super Bowl back.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
That was rough. Shadow boxing double. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. 1 through 30, all available.
There you go, Jill.
Jill with 7 and 24. Thank you, Miss Jill. Labovitz in the house.
Good old July 24th.
Only 6 days away from my birthday, which is July 30th.
July 30th,
Yeah, respect.
Exactly a week after my parents' wedding anniversary, July 23rd.
Respect. UA company party, I hear, is July 29th. So a lot to celebrate. Robbie's wedding in July as well.
July as well, yeah.
So, great question there, BIP. Which, by the way, any new people watching the show, please, 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 please ask us questions. Yeah. Rob and I are here to help you guys out. What is the difference on your site, single, double, and quad? So that's a great, great question. So a single means there will be 1 box coming out. So that's why you see in the shadow boxing, for example, it's $123. A double is priced at double the single, $246. That means 2 boxes come out. A quad is 4 times the single, so that means 4 boxes come out. Now, you will see this on the site here. These items are live break spots for a chance to win signed memorabilia a purchase does not guarantee an item. These are 8-spot breaks. You buy 1 spot, you got 1 in 8 chance to win. You buy 2 spots, 2 in 8, 4 spots, 4 in 8, 8 spots, 8 in 8, guaranteed to win. In the double box break, you keep your same division for both boxes. So it's NFL divisional breaks. NFC North, South, East, and West, then AFC North, South, East, and West. So what you can do in a double, if, for example, you land in the NFC North, you could win a Jared Allen custom speed flex and an Amon-Ra St. Brown if both come out in that break. Now, if you get the NFC North and a Bear, Packer, Lion, or Viking does not come out, then you would not win anything. Basically, a double is kind of like a parlay. You got a chance to win 2 helmets with 1 spot. I recommend the doubles personally because you can't win 1 helmet in a single box break. You can't win 2 helmets. In a double box break, you can win 2 helmets. You purchase a chance to win, exactly right. Now, in a double box, though, there's 2 boxes coming out, so you have 2 1 in 8 chances to win because 2 boxes get broken. And we'll see a double coming up right now. Boxes 7 and 24 in that brand new shadow boxing break. Hopefully that made sense. For new people as well, I strongly recommend, I'll drop the link in the chat, strongly recommend watching this video that we have on our site.
Yeah.
The video is well put together. Watch how live breaks work. You click this video, you watch and learn. We do have other stuff on the page as well. The frequently asked questions will help you answer some questions as well. So definitely use the frequently asked questions as well here in the break room. We have a rules and guidelines section as well. You can click through and read the rules and guidelines of the break room. But really, a best way to learn is by watching. So keep on watching with the double box coming up. How many spots are left in which one? Because we have like 6 different breaks up. So it shows you how many are left. For example, in the deep ball, there's 5 spots out of 8 left. And then this one just sold out, so no spots left in shadow boxing, but the next break goes up. So if it says 8 out of 8, all 8 spots are left.
Yep.
If it says 5 out of 8, there's 3 spots that are taken, 5 to go. You'll see practice squad says 5 out of 8, 5 out of 8. That means 3 spots are purchased, 5 more to go till the break sells out. And do not be intimidated by something that says, 8 spots.
Yeah.
Really, once the break says 3 or 4 spots, when it's halfway there, it sells out ASAP. So if you like something on the break page, buy your spots right away, and others will follow you. All right, dice roll tonight is 10. So 10 clicks coming up for our shadow boxing double. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. By the way, 12:30, let us know your favorite team.
Yeah.
Favorite football team, could be baseball, basketball. Let us know your favorite football teams that you like.
I already got a great nickname for this stranger as well if he starts buying in, or a woman, whoever it might be.
Yeah.
Notorious BIP.
Ooh, okay, I like that. So Jason Fiocco, new guy in the NFC North. Rick Pickett, who actually, believe it or not, is a relatively new customer.
Yeah.
But it feels like we've known him forever. We got Eddie Brown, downtown Eddie Brown, all around classy dude in the NFC East. Joshua Rouser looking to rise up in the NFC West, AFC North. Jonathan Dees, AFC South. Jill Labovitz, AFC East for her Bills. And Adam Simons says AFC West spot for me in this double box. And these are all full-size helmets, just to clarify. There's only reps and authentics and speed flexes in here. So the best of the best, the cream of the crop here in the break room.
The creme de la creme.
Creme brulee.
Oh, don't get me started.
Some good stuff.
Man, speaking of Andes, I'm gonna put you on really quick. They got a seasonal blueberry cobbler.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Dude, thank me.
There's one.
Thank me later.
I don't know what time it's open till though, so I'll probably wait till I work out in the afternoon or something with my dog. But there's one on the way home from work. Boy! I was just thinking I put the heat on a little bit. It's getting a little bit hot in the break room, but this is now all of a sudden from the heat, we're gonna get a little breezy. We're getting breezy with it. Drew Breeze on the Saints Lunar Authentic. Awesome lid right there, Rick Pickett. Number 2 all time in passing yards. Number 2 all time in passing touchdowns. It's the great Drew Breeze for Rick Pickett. By the way, for the new people watching, our company name is Ultimate Autographs. Every single piece of memorabilia we get is autographed, and all of it is authenticated. We got the beautiful Beckett QR code on the back for that Drew Brees Saints Authentic. That a boy, Rick Pickett. Woo. Round of applause. Rickster with the Breeze.
Yeah, I don't think I'm speaking in hyperbole, Kamen, when I say this, but he's a man who saved a city. A city who was in need of saving, a state that was in need of saving. And Drew Brees, and one of your favorite facts, I always credit you with this when I say this on air.
Thank you.
10 career playoff games, one in the Saints franchise history. Drew is responsible for 9 of them.
Yes.
What we were talking about Mount Rushmore's earlier, not only is he the first face you put on, he's really one of the few faces that you can actually see being on the Mount Rushmore for the New Orleans Saints. Saint Drew, if you will. That's just such a beautiful lid, man. One of the most underrated, underappreciated players, not just at the quarterback position, but honestly, at any position. So,
amen.
Very nice. And Den, I'll throw this question over to Kamen. I actually know the answer to this. Do you?
What is the only NFL team whose name is spelled in alphabetical order?
Yeah.
So you're saying, like, for example, it would be like ABC. So the team's
Correct.
name is like Absi or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I will ponder on that one a little bit because we got a box coming up, and the boxes take first preference. Then I will go ahead and ponder, let you know there, Den.
Christian Ponder.
Beautiful lid. We don't get him in the break room, I'll tell you that much. No Christian Ponder in the break room, Rob. He's not good enough. Good enough for Samantha Ponder, though. So shout out to the happy couple. So second box coming up. Shadow boxing double. Shadow boxing double. Is that first or last name, Den? Like, is it the city, or he's talking about like the last name? Like, I know it's not Bears, but is he talking about like Bears, Packers, or Green Bay, Chicago? So the nickname or the city name?
Yeah.
That's just to clarify. Oh,
it is the team name, by the way.
Team name.
Team name. Yeah.
So like Jets is a team name, for
Correct.
example. All right, we have a guy coming up here next that, like, this is a stat, one of my other favorite stats, Rob. You know me, I love stats. And this is an incredible stat to me. Think about all the great pass rushers to ever play our game. Guys like Reggie White, Bruce Smith, Lawrence Taylor, Michael Strahan, Deacon Jones, Julius Peppers. None of those names have ever done this, Rob. There's only one name in the history of NFL football to lead the league in sacks 3 separate seasons.
Ooh!
The one and only.
We know who that is.
T.J. Watt. Turn down for Watt. Joshua Rouser, AFC North. The second best player in football on defense right now behind Myles Garrett. You better be careful, Myles. TJ might be coming back for his crown, TJ Watt. Awesome lid. Joshua Rouser, back-to-back headliners. Breeze and Watt, 2 first ballot Hall of Famers for me. Breeze already won. Watt will be one. TJ Watt, clean, Steeler authentic, that beautiful yellow. Joshua Rouser.
Say what? Yeah, it's Fuglin's boy. We were talking not too long ago about first breaks, first shows, things like that for you and me. I remember who this guy won for the first time. Won a TJ Watt jersey.
Not bad.
First ever break that he played in. So really cool stuff, man. Shout out to you, Mr. Rouser. Again, we haven't seen Josh in quite a while. At least I haven't. So it was cool to see him pop in. He got 2 spots in the series. And again, they were both a part of the same order number, but this is why. Here's a little veteran experience, as I like to call it. Always make sure, especially in a series as loaded as this one, to cover your losses. What I mean by that is get multiple spots in the break. You never know if that second, third, fourth order is going to be the one that wins it for you in a break. If Josh only got 1 spot, again, there's a very good chance that it wouldn't have landed in the AFC North.
And also, Josh got the spots that pretty much ensured the break would happen.
Exactly.
Like I told you guys, when the break is down to 4 to go for the new people watching, the break happens pretty quickly. So that break was 6 to go. Josh put it at 4 to go, and not long after, it was none to go. So beautiful lid right there. TJ Watt, Joshua Rouser, rise up in that awesome, awesome shadow boxing series. High-end names, incredible helmets. Keep it going, guys. I definitely recommend running that break back. One of the best quarterbacks ever. One of the best defensive players ever. And we haven't even scratched the surface, Rob. Like, everyone wants speed flexes.
Yes.
We have every single speed flex left of this series. Steve Young speed flex. Julio Jones custom flex. Jared Allen custom flex. Jamar Chase custom flex. Amon-Ra St. Brown flex. That is 5 speed flexes still available in the series. Not to mention, we have the Tom Brady Series prize. Any of the 15 replica helmets in this series will result in an entry for the Tom Brady prize. It's a Tom Brady frame football and photo, aka our shadow box.
Shadow box.
So, and by the way, if you get a rep helmet, not only do you get a Brady entry, you automatically get $50 in store credit no matter what. That's if you get a jab. But if you get a knockdown, you get an entry for $1,000 in store credit, which is what we call the secondary prize for the 2 prizes. Then the heavyweight gets a Brady entry, $50 in store credit, and 2 entries for $1,000 in store credit as well.
Yeah.
So if you like this series, my advice to you guys right now is jump in. It says 8 to go now. We get it down to 6 to go. Get it down to 4 to go. Then it's gone just like that. So get those spots. Let's run that back. By the way, a Tom Brady autographed football, which is one of the bonus prizes with the shadow box. If you go online to fanatics.com, talk about Speedflex helmets worth $1,500 or more, Rob.
Yeah.
Tom Brady football. This is a Tom Brady autograph, guys. This is going for north of $2,000. And you tack on a shadow box, which this is incredible for your man cave and your she shed, Rob. If I had to roughly guess, this thing alone has to be worth close to $1,000, right? This has to be in that ballpark. Gonna grab the wand real quick. Let me show that off again, guys. Look at this thing.
Got enough real estate over there.
Look at that. Look at that thing. That is the Tom Brady shadow box. The bonus prize. It's got Brady's accolades. It's got pictures of him getting 10,000 yards, 20,000 yards, 30,000 yards, 40,000 yards, 50,000 yards, 60,000 yards, 70,000 yards, and 80,000 yards. And then you got the 80,359, which is the all-time record got against the Patriots, Tom Brady, with the Bucks. So to actually tell you where he reached the plateau, Rob. For example, Tom Brady hit 50,000 yards on October 5th, 2014 versus the Bengals. Got 60,000 yards not long after, November 2016, 27 against the Jets. So that's actually like a little bit over 2 years later, Rob. He got 10,000 yards passing in just over 2 year span. That's kind of good, I would say. That is kind of good. So very, very cool. We got Brady Patriots, Brady Bucks. That's the bonus prize where all the entries are still out there. That's something we've never had in the break room. It's very, very unique. I'm a little bit more surprised there's not more action for it, Rob. Given the fact we've never seen something like this in the break room.
Oh,
And
yeah.
given it's the GOAT, Tom Brady. So get those entries, guys. Get those helmets. Let's shadow box here in the break room.
It is cool, Fuglin, about as cool as the other side of the pillow with this Tom Brady. When it comes to something like this in this series, man, it's amazing. Truly one of one. Something that I certainly wouldn't use as currency. That's something that I would want to hold on for the rest of my life for sure.
By the way, Joanne says $1,000 sounds right. So the yellow Rave TJ Watt Speedflex for $1,400. So I'm telling you, those are going up. $1,400. And that's not even a custom TJ Watt that Joanne was able to sell. So imagine what these customs in the series are going for, Rob. You get a custom Jamar Chase, you're patient, you find the right buyer, Cincinnati area code, that could be a $1,500 helmet and then some potentially, Rob.
Yeah.
Could be 16, could be 1,700. What if you find the right fan? An LSU fan and a Bengals fan rolled into one. They might offer you an arm and a leg for that helmet. But say, I don't want your arm and leg, I just want your $1,700. I got my own arm and leg, please.
You could buy a probably a good amount of arms and legs for $1,700.
So, let's get those items, guys. Let's keep it going here in the break room. Let's flex on them. Speaking of speed flexes, there's plenty in the Deep Ball series. We have 22 boxes left. Take a guess how many flexes we've pulled in the series, Rob. Take a guess.
From what I've seen so far, it's somewhere between 0 and 0.
0. We have Rave does help. Raves are cool, but customs typically go for more than Raves do, typically. Depends on who you're talking to. Obviously, memorabilia is always subjective. But when this Deep Ball series started, Rob, there was 30 boxes and there was 5 speed flexes. It was a 5 in 30 chance at a speed flex. Right now, it's a 5 in 22 chance. Jordan Love. Look at this awesome splatter speed flex. One of the best young quarterbacks in football. How about a tricolored Bijan Robinson speed flex?
I like that.
Top 3 running back in football. Reggie Wayne speed flex. Hall of Fame wide receiver. So that is very, very nice. Just won a Texans David Montgomery that's worth $700-800. There you go. Nice job, Joanne. The Bijan, the Reggie, the Jordan Love are worth about double that.
Yeah.
Can be one for as little as $89, guys. We got a Steve Young speed flex in here still. We got a Dak Prescott speed flex. And then we have this item in here, Rob. Aikman, Irvin, and Smith, a triple sign authentic. This goes for north of $1,000. This is essentially worth as much as a speed flex. Because it's Aikman, Smith, and Irvin all on one helmet. So we basically have 6 speed flex worthy items in 22 boxes. Total, it's 13 headliners.
Yeah.
So better than a 50% chance at a headliner. Almost 50% chance at a photoed headliner. 3 secondary, Pickens, Suggs, and Taylor. 10 photoed out of 22 boxes. A lot of double ups still out there, guys. Cowboy fans, Aikman, Irvin, Smith, and Dak. Could also double with Brian Dawkins as well in the NFC East. So that's a very, very cool double up, to say the least. Looks like what? Terrell Suggs. That would be AFC North. That could pair with Terry Bradshaw. Fred Taylor, secondary headliner, could pair with Reggie Wayne, AFC South.
Yeah.
So options galore, guys. Get your spots. We are 5 to go in that deep ball. Now, one series that oftentimes we don't get to talk about on our show, Rob, because it's usually gone, is the Stash or Cash. So, Stash or Cash, if you get something you don't want, we'll give you guys money back. $350 for an authentic, $250 for a rep, $550 for LaDainian Tomlinson and that awesome retro authentic, which, by the way, that bad boy's worth north of $550. Like, I would definitely keep that thing. Like, we are offering you guys not enough, to be honest. I would keep that helmet worth a lot of money. For an example, I also got a custom Felix LaDainian Tomlinson, $1,900, says Joanne. Had a great day yesterday. It happens. There you go, Joanne. You know what that tells me, Miss Capsa? You're hot in the break room. Keep it going. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joanne. Please, please correct me if I'm wrong. But if memory serves, Rob Hill, Joanne's a 49er fan. Are you a 49er fan, in fact, Joanne, or am I going crazy?
You know what? I can't confirm that, but I can confirm that we got some elite Niners in the room.
Well, Steve Young.
Yep.
A Steve Young Speed Flex, which is worth priceless to her. Beautiful, beautiful Steve Young Speed Flex. And then we got ourselves another Steve Young Speed Flex in the deep ball. So as a Niner fan, get your spots. Joanne's saying about $750 for LT. There you go.
Not bad.
And that's an authentic. Speedflex is worth more than that, of course. So if you are a Niner fan, Joanne, get your spots. Heck, if you're not a Niner fan, get spots for Steve Young on that beautiful Speedflex. Love Steve Young, Rob. I'm a big Steve Young fan.
Yeah, Steve Young, one of the best to ever do it, man. One of the best to
One of my
ever do
favorite box scores. I'll pull it up just so the customer see what I'm talking about. 49ers, Chargers, Super Bowl box score. My favorite part of this box score, Rob, Eric Bieniemy, 3 rushing yards. 3 rushing yards for Eric Bieniemy.
The ultimate OC.
So we had Steve Young, 24 of 36, 325 yards passing, and 6 touchdowns. On top of that, Rob, he had 5 carries for 49 yards. So we had 374 yards of total offense and 6 touchdowns. Jerry Rice, by the way, also did work that game. 10 catches, 149 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So Ed McCaffrey got a catch in that game, too. Bronco was formerly of the Niners, Super Bowl champion that year. Eric Bieniemy, like I said, 1 carry, 3 yards. Bieniemy, though, also got it done with 1 catch, 33 yards for the Chargers. Shout out to Eric Bieniemy in that game.
Career game.
So Bears first live in the Bay. There it is, Bay Area, but Bears fan first. Well, there you go. That's right. I knew that, Joanne. Downers Grove. I grew up in Elmhurst.
Damn,
and we're in
okay.
Burr Ridge, not too far from here.
I wonder if her and Robbie Lopez, same alumni class, because I know that Robbie went to, I believe, Downers Grove South or North. Hopefully Robbie's in attendance tonight, tuning in.
What's up, Robbie?
On his night off, because I know that's where he went. So yeah,
he's with the fiance. She says,
Very
"No
cool.
breaks for you.
no break.
You hang out with me.
Yep.
No breaks for you tonight, Robbie Lopez.
Wedding planning on the off days. I mean, I grew up in the Carroll Stream, Bartlett areas, so
Respect.
Yeah. So again, a bunch of Chicago Knights over here. Born in Berwyn, though. It's funny. I was actually just in Berwyn the other day, looking at some homes in the Berwyn area.
There you go. So respect. So went to USMC right after college. There you go. So Bears, we already saw it tonight. William Perry in the Anmore section. We see Mike Singletary a lot. I'm sure we'll get more Caleb the Iceman as we get closer to the season. But there's Bears buried across our series for sure. That's right. I think we had this discussion before, Joanne. Dad was an Elmhurst firefighter, so thank you to your dad. I think we did have the discussion, Joanne and I. Good old Elmhurst.
That's awesome. Elmhurst is a beautiful area.
Sure is.
Yeah. Shout out
Sure is.
Yeah. Shout out to Elmhurst, man.
So
Elmhurst Blue Jays.
that's the college, yeah.
Wow.
I went to Mizzou, of course, but that is the college. I played soccer on their field, though. I played soccer on the Elmhurst College field.
Nice D3.
D3, that's
Very
right.
nice D3
My
college.
former baseball coach was the leading rusher in their college history at one point as a running back. I don't know if he still is, but when he was my baseball coach in middle school, he was quick to tell us. Was the all-time leading rusher at Elmhurst College. I'm like, all right.
And I'm sure every sports conversation he managed to sneak that into every sentence.
Of course.
So, as he
Of
should.
course.
As he should. Yeah, there's a lot of college pride.
Now, we have the all-time leading rusher in NFL history. A little bit more impressive than a D3 school. That'd be Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith on that triple signed lid with Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, all on that helmet. Now, Cowboy Troy Aikman fans, put your earmuffs on this one. Troy Aikman is an absolute legend. But I will always say this, Rob. Rob's got the earmuffs. Rob's got the earmuffs. Look at him. He's like, don't you say something about Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman, one of the best quarterbacks ever. 3-time Super Bowl champion. But the best thing he did, hand the ball off to Emmitt Smith.
It's a good call.
Incredible running back.
It's a good call.
One of the best seasons ever in his MVP year. Rob, Emmitt Smith is the only player ever as a running back to win the league MVP and the Super Bowl MVP in the same season. Now, Emmitt, during the Cowboys Super Bowl run, they were the champions, Rob. It was a contract year. Jerry Jones did not want to pay Emmitt Smith. He said, Emmitt, you're asking for too much. Emmitt Smith sat out. In fact, he sat out the first 2 games, Rob. The Dallas Cowboys started that season 0-2. Emmitt came back and went 12-2. then won all 3 playoff games.
That's some baller stuff right there.
0-2 without him,
Yeah.
15-2 with him. He missed 2 games, Rob, that season. Still led the league in rushing yards. Still got the MVP. And guess what? Jerry had to pay him. Similar like Jamar Chase. Had that, contract dispute with the Bengals. They said, we're not going to pay you. Jamar, who's in that awesome shadow boxing series, went and got the Triple Crown, got paid more money afterwards.
Yeah, I was going to say,
You pay your players, guys.
Yeah.
You pay your players.
Well, you pay your players, and that's how you stick it to management. But then again, some owners actually do wake up and eventually come around. Now, it didn't work out for Jerry when it came to paying a guy like Micah Parsons, but at least it worked out for paying a guy who all-time collectively was the heart and soul of that offense in Emmitt Smith. So it didn't work out necessarily for some guys, like, for example, a guy like Scottie Pippen with our Chicago Bulls. And it was funny you brought that up because I literally, I've been in the midst of rewatching The Last Dance for the millionth time. And in 94, when he was the number 1 on that team, and he set out of a literal play that could possibly win them a playoff game.
Tony Kukoc play?
The Tony Kukoc play, of course, in 94. So,
my guy.
Who we get, by the way, here in the break room, Tony Kukoc.
I have the jersey.
You have the jersey.
The autographed jersey. Yeah,
my man,
cool.
my man.
That's right.
It was not this past weekend, but 2 weekends ago, we got him on a hidden gem weekend warrior on a basketball.
Respect
for Tony.
Well, I was going to say this. All of us have our peaks, as we got Taylor saying Jerry doesn't want to pay anyone greedy man. Same with Bell and the Steelers, says Doug. Awful fantasy football memories there on Le'Veon Bell. But I was going to say, Rob, we all peak at some point in our life, right? Like for me, for example, can you guess my athletic peak? 2nd grade. I was a really good 2nd and 3rd grade soccer player. Led the 2nd grade team in goals. I was the star player on my 2nd grade soccer team. That was probably the only year I was ever the best player in any sports team I played on. So you could say I peaked early, Rob. I was the best player on the freshman B soccer team, B team. Most goals scored, so that was not bad either. But the peak of my powers was 2nd grade. Jerry Jones, boy, did he peak in the 90s, though. Tell you what, even buying the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, an oil man, risked it all for the oil, got the money, bought the Cowboys, and helped revolutionize the game, the way the players are paid, the way the commercials are done. The 90s was a great era for Jerry Jones. Now, the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s have not been so kind to Jerry. But back in the 90s, this man peaked with these 3 guys, which the whole debate about the whole trade with Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
Was it Jerry? Was it Jimmy? It doesn't matter. Jerry made the ultimate call. They moved on from Herschel Walker, got Emmitt Smith, heck of a pick. Aikman, heck of a pick. Michael Irvin, heck of a pick. Jerry Jones, he was killing in the 90s, Rob. He was the man of the 90s, JJ Jerry Jones. So the triplets, synonymous with that era, that helmet worth north of $1,000 can be won for as little as $89 in the UA live break room. 4 spots to go in that break. Now, Jerry and the Cowboys, they're making a comeback in 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, and 2030. I have already predicted this, forecasted this, Rob.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowboys this season will be in the playoffs.
Oh.
Why? I got one name, Dak Prescott. That's why.
DP.
Third in passing yards last year, 4th in passing touchdowns. I never take too much into offseason talk, but rumors are the Cowboys defense has improved a little bit. They can't get any worse because their defense was atrocious. Probably shouldn't get former Bear coach Matt Eberflus to coach that defense. That probably did not help as well.
He was a one-stop shop.
Unfortunately, Rob, I'll give you another reference. Former Mizzou DC, Eberflus.
Yeah, really?
Back when Mizzou was good.
Huh.
That 07 year where they were the number 1 overall team at one point, Matt Eberflus was DC. I missed him by 1 year. He left Mizzou after that year. Then I became a freshman the next year, Rob. I just missed him in college. But
that's crazy.
Matt Eberflus, former Mizzou coordinator. So when the Bears got him, originally I was like, oh, Mizzou guy, come on, Matt. I'm cheering for you. Didn't quite work out for Eberflus.
I mean, the Mizzou tie, the Bear tie, tying that all in together. And you know what? I don't think that's at all. I don't think that's a bold take whatsoever, talking about the Cowboys. They are ascending. I mean, again, having one of the league's worst defenses last year, and they still almost finished 500. They were explosive, led behind this guy and on that beautiful speed flex. But my hot take is a little bit more scorched earth than yours. But
I got a hotter take, too.
But I agree. I think that the Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs this upcoming year, but not as a division winner. I think that they get on a wild card.
I got a wild card.
I don't have the Philadelphia Eagles winning the division.
Oh, I have the Eagles. Who do you got?
I have the New York Giants winning the division.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
I have the New York Giants winning the division this year.
I'll give you even a hotter take. It is what, 2026 right now?
Yeah.
I'm also turning 36 in 2026. By the time I'm 40, by the time 2030 rolls around, Dak Prescott, Super Bowl champion.
Oh. Wow.
And he gets a championship.
Well, hopefully Jerry's tuning in.
Imagine how much the autograph value is going to go up. If you're watching Jerry, buy a break spot.
The roof.
He loves Dak Prescott. It's his quarterback. Jerry Jones. Let's get that Dak out next, guys. Now, a guy that knows a lot about winning, Steve Young. There we go. We got people in the chat are angry. Well, guess what? If you're angry, I'm going to go anti-cowboy now. We're going opposite cow. I don't even know what that emoji means, to be honest.
I'm trying to figure out. That's a penguin, but I thought it was Kirby at first. You know what Kirby does do? You know what Kirby's superpower is? It inhales and it
Kirby Puckett?
And in Kirby Puckett. Kirby, the little pink Nintendo character. You know what he does? He inhales everything in his vicinity. Whoever this is needs to inhale all the break spots.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner.
That might be a Cowboy fan. Who knows? Howdy.
Howdy, partner.
So, Steve Young, one of the most pressure-filled jobs ever. Imagine being the quarterback after Joe Montana, but guess what? They actually got rid of Joe Montana for Steve Young. It wasn't like Montana was injured. They're like, Joe, we're kicking you out of town to let this guy be the quarterback. You know what Steve Young did, Rob?
What did he do, Colin?
Won 2 MVPs.
That's pretty good.
A Super Bowl MVP. Lived up to the hype for the great Steve Young. So another awesome speed flex in here, guys. Terry Bradshaw, speaking of winning, 4-time Super Bowl champion on that throwback Steeler. Reggie Wayne. We've had him a lot recently, Rob, but historically, Reggie Wayne is almost never in the break room. And you guys will see typically our product purchasing team, Rob, will buy helmets in batches.
Yeah.
So we get, we're not going to buy one Reggie Wayne autographed helmet. We'll buy 10 or 15.
Buy them in bulk.
So we're seeing a lot of Reggie the last few weeks. But who knows? In 2 weeks? In 3 weeks? It might be bye-bye Reggie. So as a Colts fan, get Reggie Wayne. Beautiful, beautiful custom speed flex. Could be $1,500 or more. But I've never seen that exact helmet personally.
Yeah.
And what can you get this for? $89 in that single. So get that deep ball moving. We are 4 to go in the single. Practice squad quad, 4 to go. This one's intriguing.
Getting close.
224 a spot, Rob. How many headliners are left? All of them. All of them. By the way, look at that retro Hines Ward. Super Bowl MVP, Hines Ward. Tyler Warren with the For the Shoe inscription. You were just talking about a Breece Hall speed flex you saw online. $1,200. These are expensive. This dude just got paid. The Jets are going to get better. Can't get worse. This guy is going to have a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
I know ESPN missed the mark a couple years ago, ranked him the #1 fantasy running back in football. He won't be #1 probably, Rob. But the fact that they put him at #1 speaks to his talent. Breece Hall, Jet speed flex. Come and get it. Tyler Warren speed flex. Odell Beckham Jr. speed flex. Maybe the most famous catch in the social media era.
Yeah.
That one-handed catch, OBJ, unstoppable. Again, the speed flex alone on Riddell.com, Rob, about $800. Tack on a signature, tack on an inscription, could be $900, $1,000, could be more. Only 224 in that break, and you can win multiple helmets. For example, in the NFC East spot, you can win OBJ, Des Bryant. You can win yourself Terry McLaurin, that could be a triple up in the NFC East. We have the AFC West Bronco fans. Super Bowl MVP Von Miller. Super Bowl MVP John Elway. AFC West spot. 2 of the best Broncos of all time. That's a double up right there. We get Axioms sometimes, Joanne. We get those every once in a while. I haven't had them as much recently. Like I said, we buy in bulk normally. I'm sure we'll have some Axioms coming through the room as well. We get all sorts of shiny toys. So that break is 4 to go in the quad. You get 4 chances to win. I mean, I know we're talking about winning multiple, Rob, but even at 224, you get 4 chances. You win a speed flex. We're talking about 4 or 5 times the value.
Yeah.
With Breece Hall, Hines Ward, Odell Beckham, Tyler Warren. That break is loaded. And the best time to get in the quad break?
Now.
You know why? Because it's a brand new series. There's 30 boxes. Every single box, every single headliner out there, more chances to quadruple up. I even heard that Rob might do a touchdown dance if we pull Trey McBride.
I got a couple that I've been waiting to break out for a while, Kamen.
Okay, so there you go.
I'm on the edge over here. I'd like to celebrate it. For a guy who, by the way, wasn't getting many touchdowns thrown his way 2 years ago.
He changed.
Yeah, and now he cracked double digits for the first time in his career. And speaking of the Cardinals, truthfully, I don't know. I don't think anybody in that front office knows or coaching staff knows who's going to be throwing Trey McBride touchdowns as of right now this year. But regardless
You're
of
not
who's
a
tossing
Carson
the
Beck
ball.
guy?
Carson
I'm not
Beck,
either, to be honest.
Carson Beck is trying to make Carson Beck a guy, but hopefully he doesn't pull a Josh Rosen. Curse those other 29 or 31 teams that didn't draft me. Basically what he said.
Rosen, I'll say that.
I don't know how you can't be. But when it comes to Gardner Minshew, Minshew, there you go. We got a Cardinal and Chief connection right there. We'll see what happens. But Trey McBride, no matter who's throwing him the football comment, I mean, come on, I don't even want to put him. I mean, $56 for a chance to get him.
It's crazy.
I'm somebody that has a Trey McBride authentic myself. Shout out to Shelly Moore. That to me is
she
priceless.
been? Where you at, Shelly?
Yeah, Shelly.
LSU fan, Jamar Chase Speedflex. Shelly, come on.
He's out there.
Come on, Shell.
He's out there.
So, beautiful lids, says Joanne. Which one? A lot of beautiful lids on the table. TJ Watt, Jay Jettas, James Cook, Drew Brees, Dan Marino, Tom Brady football. A lot of beautiful stuff here in the break room. Looking like the NBA game tonight. The OKC Thunder up 3 on the Spurs. I'll be cheering for the Spurs tonight, Rob. I don't know if they'll win, but I didn't bet on it, but I'm cheering for the Spurs. Julian Champagne doing work tonight.
No, he's putting in work.
16 points.
No, him and
Hopefully you bet him tonight.
No, I've been laying off this series for the most part. So
enjoy the action, right?
It's been very. Yeah, I was going to say it's nice to just enjoy this sport in its purity. So
that's a very Bob Boulay take of you. Here's that live break page link, guys. I'll drop that link to the deep ball, 4 to go in the single, and the practice squad quad, 4 to go. Let us know what you guys want to tackle tonight, pun intended. Deep ball single, 4 spots to go. Here's that link. And I will drop the link into our practice squad. That's single, 3 to go. So we're going to at least 9:30, Rob. Could be later, but 9:30 minimum. Practice squad, single, 3 to go. Quad is 4 to go. Now, I would love to heat up the break room. I would love to break nonstop. But I want to give you guys an idea of what's definitely going to break this show. Practice squad, single, 3 to go, that's happening this show. Practice squad, quad, 4 to go, that's happening this show. Deep ball, single, 4 to go is happening this show. And then the jersey, single, 5 to go will happen this show. Are you talking to Rob or me trying to retire?
He's talking. Well, I think the last time what's going on, Noonan, that I was on air, I think I was talking about I wanted to make a parlay to try to get us to retire. I think that was actually us last Tuesday. It was like a Knicks game that was on. I was like, it was an 8-legger that I made that I said it was going to try to put me in a retirement. I hit 7 out of the 8. I think I've made like one. I think I placed one NBA bet since then. But for the finals, I'll be back. For the finals, I'll be back.
Ryan, what's on the ticket tonight?
Dude, something like I'm tired of these 6
You know
p.m.
what, Ryan?
shows.
You're on fire, brother. You won last night. He's got $500 of store credit.
Really?
So
What did he win?
On fire, he won the flags for Memorial Day. He got the most flags.
Damn.
So -2.5 Thunder first half. So if it hits Ryan,
You get
you're
back
jumping in
in.
the breaks.
Damn right.
Because that means you're hot in the break room, hot on the bets. They're up 6 right now.
Deal.
So it's looking good. Says deal. All right, let's wind the clock so we can
man of
buy
his
it
word.
sooner.
Man of his
no,
word.
No foul zone. Let it rain, SGA. Let it rain. Lou Dort, heat up. So let's do it. Get this man. By the way, that Thunder bench.
Something I did see an update that Alex Caruso was going to the locker room, so
No!
hopefully he is still a part of their bench for the rest of the night.
Former Bull.
I
Caruso.
I loved him. I loved it. I don't know how you can, you know how we talk about athletes and there's not a single person that could dislike this guy as a fan. He's definitely in that category.
Laker fans don't like the bubble championship. That's it.
I love his story too, man. Caruso, shout out to AC, man.
Hey,
but
the Spurs can come back and win the game, Ryan. Just got to be down by 3 at the half. We see these 20-point comebacks.
well, yeah.
Why not?
Well, I was gonna say, if you only have the Thunder minus 2.5 first half, you know what you do? You live bet the Spurs to come back and win
There you go.
the rest of the game.
Get the best of both.
That's what you
so,
do there.
Ryan, what are you going to jump into? If I'm Ryan as a Detroit fan, I'm thinking about that Amon-Ra St. Brown speed flex.
No doubt.
I know that break is open right now, but Ryan buys a few spots. We start moving Amon-Ra St. Brown. I have him as the best line in football right now. I know Goff is the quarterback, Rob. I know Hutch is great on defense. I know Jahmyr Gibbs is really good. But I think he's the best player on that team for me. I think he's definitely a top 5 receiver. He's the guy that makes that offense go. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
No doubt about that.
Probably the only Detroit athlete better, LaShawn McCoy's guy, Cade Cunningham. Beautiful, beautiful speed flex for sure. That shadow break box looks awesome. Yeah.
It is.
Dude, like, I can't believe it, honestly, brother, that we have not gotten more action for this Brady in here. We got the Brady shadow box with the bonus prizes. The GOAT, Tom Brady. This is really, really cool, guys. You get this special shadow box where you can frame your Tom Brady football, which, in case you don't believe me, go to fanatics.com right now, and you will find that a Tom Brady football is worth north of $2,000. You get the football and the shadow box.
Woo.
Chase, Amon-Ra, Julio, Brady prize. Oh, baby. So he might get in there.
And
the
you got-
last
yeah.
break with prizes, by the way, was last night, and he won. So he's especially hot on those prize breaks.
Hot
right
hand,
here.
baby. Hot hand.
Here we go. About to go up 5. Come on, OKC. That better not be like a 3 to make it like a 2-point game at the buzzer or something, Rob. Because I'm banking on this first half spread.
Fingers crossed for Noonan. Fingers crossed so we get the breaks continuously moving, which we did. Jill Abovitz, Eric Burns, and Shannon Lewis all getting spots.
What's up, guys and gals?
Singles in different series here. So
Joe got in that deep ball.
3 to go in that single, 2 to go in the practice squad single.
All right, so practice squad will be coming up. That shadow boxing, by the way, if we don't get a break done by 9 o'clock, we'll be running that chase wheel spin at 9 o'clock, Rob. So definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, I mean, you never know, but I think, usually on a 2-2 series, whoever wins game 5 wins the series. So not a bold prediction. I'm talking about Cowboys and Super Bowl wins earlier, Rob. I think whoever wins this game probably wins the Western Conference. And I know the Knicks are on fire right now, and they are. But I think the Western Conference winner will be the favorite in the finals, and rightfully so.
You know what? I think that the narrative about the Knicks, and I agree, I think the road, not as difficultly traveled, is definitely coming out of the Eastern Conference, by the way.
Yes.
There's no mistake about that. But what the Knicks are doing right now, 11-game winning streak in the playoffs, Kamen, they're winning by the highest average of margins for almost any team in Eastern Conference history. Like the Knicks, what they're doing right now is they are on a historic heater, And I understand the consensus is San Antonio or Oklahoma City, whoever wins their series, is going to be favored regardless coming out of the West. But there is if you're somebody of the Ryan Noonan community or Kamen and I who like to sprinkle on betting from time to time, I would definitely sprinkle some money on the Knicks because they're going to be a dog in that series. I can see them winning that series. It's
possible.
Because I think that regardless, OKC or San Antonio, I think the Knicks have the best starting five of either of those two teams because they are red hot.
Well, the two playoff games they lost by 1 point each. So they've actually only had 2 losses the whole playoffs. So
Correct.
We'll see what happens there as we got more orders coming in, guys. Looks like Rick is in. Rick got in that game winner.
Couple of singles.
And then Jill got into the shadow box single. There we go, Jill.
Yep.
So practice squad should be coming up. That is down to 2 to go.
2 to go.
In the single. Practice squad, $56. I know Jill's in that break, right?
Yes.
We're talking about the Speedflex helmets, but man, oh man, do I love this lid of Jim Kelly. The Bills Rave Authentic, only quarterback ever to play in 4 straight Super Bowls. That Jim Kelly lid is absolutely bananas. Love me some Jim Kelly right there with the white ink. One of the best players in football history, for sure, Jim Kelly. Get it, Bills fans. Get your spots as we are looking for Jim Kelly here in the break room. What do you guys think? By the way, got the AFC East double up, Jim Kelly, Breece Hall. NFC East, OBJ, Des Bryant. I love the Andre Johnson football. 11th all-time in receiving yards. Awesome wide receiver, Andre Johnson. Would love to see that helmet here in the room tonight, Andre Johnson. So keep it moving, guys. Keep it grooving. We got some awesome breaks to do tonight. That practice squad's going down, the single and the quad both. Love these retro helmets. Super Bowl MVP, Antoine Randall, deep to Hines Ward. One of the best Steelers ever, 1,000 career catches, an awesome helmet. Every single headliner, guys, still available in that practice squad. So that is none to go, just sold out. Thank you, guys. That deep ball is now 3 to go, and then the jersey is 4 to go. So our first practice squad coming up. Practice squad single number 1. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. I'm going to change up the mojo here with the Stash or Cash graphic. I'm going to go with the OG UA graphic here just for fun. Box 3 for Jill. Thank you, Jill. We'll do box 3, guys. And then I'll wait on Rob real quick to get the name set up for me. In the meantime, though, I'll stretch my legs, get you box 3, guys, in the beautiful practice squad. I know Ryan Noonan will jump in the breaks, Rye. Looks like the Thunder up 11 right now with 1.5 minutes to go. So that 2.5 point spread looking mighty good for OKC. All right, box 3, thank you, Jill. Practice squad. Talking about practice. Alrighty, guys. I will put Mr. TJ Watt over here, and we will rock and roll with box 3. 3 out of 30. Brand new series, guys. Just dropped late in our 3 p.m. show. And that next break, by the way, will be happening in the practice squad. Quad is only 4 to go. Also, folks, that deep ball mixer, 1 spot to go in the deep ball for $89. Brian Dawkins still out there. Triple sign Aikman, Irvin, and Smith. The Jordan Love Custom Splatter Flex. The Reggie Wayne Ripped Custom Speed Flex. Terry Bradshaw Authentic. Steve Young Speed Flex. The Bijan Robinson Custom Flex. Terrell Davis, Dak Prescott. Excuse me. Helmets are so good I'm sneezing. I'm allergic to how good the helmets are. Then a Larry Tsonka licensed jersey for the Finns. So that break is coming up here very, very shortly, ladies and gents, in the deep ball. So I'll give Rob a second to input the orders when he gets back in here. I mean, the guy left and you guys are attacking the break page, which is what I love to see. Got a practice squad done, Rob. No, you're good, brother. So we had orders coming in at 8:37, 8:38, 8:38, 8:39, 8:39, 8:41, 8:42, 8:43, and 8:44.
Okay.
So you guys are attacking that break page. Attack, 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 which is the attitude I love to see.
Okay.
So we got the practice squad knocked out. That's coming up next. The deep ball got knocked out as well. The jersey is almost there. So you guys are making moves. The shadow box moving as well.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys.
Yeah, got you guys. Thank you so much.
And I know Ryan Noonan's going to be jumping in momentarily because it's now a 13-point lead with 1:20 to go. Now, the game is never safe in the NBA, but the 2.5-point spread for the first half, I'm going to call it over, Rob. It's done. Finished. Terminado.
Let's see. Game winner practice squad.
See you later. And it's our first one, yeah. So it'll be brand new break. Every box, every headliner available, guys, as we're going to do box 3 here, called out by Jill.
And the deep ball single is also closed as well.
That'll be on deck. Excellent stuff.
Thank you, guys.
Best customers in the business, getting the job done.
Absolutely.
All right, Adam Meadows, Kevin Stanton, Joe Labovitz, Rick Pickett, Eric Burns, and Joseph Madden. We got Cub great manager Joseph Madden, A's outfielder Eric Burns. We got athletes in this break.
Everyone knows about Ultimate Autographs. Current
Everybody
athletes,
knows UA.
former athletes.
I always get texts from...
They know what's up.
You know, Mahomes, what's going on tonight? What's in the breaks, Common? Let me know.
You've actually let me hear some of the voicemails it leaves you. It's actually pretty crazy. It goes something like,
Common man, what's up? Recently here in the break room, I haven't really been getting enough series with my name on it, so I would really appreciate it. I haven't seen a prize of myself in it for a while, so by the way, if you want to get drinks after the show, let me know.
That's
Talk to you later.
exactly what happens, Rob.
yeah.
My guy,
It was something
Patrick.
like that.
He's jealous about the British shadow box. He's like, where's my shadow box, Common? He's like, I want a shadow box.
And I'm coming to a show near you.
He's having his guys get shadow boxes designed for him. So 10 clicks coming up, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
And that is refreshed, by the way, for you guys. Each single practice squad and deep ball.
Thank you, sir. All right, we got Rick Pickett up top in the NFC North. It is Eric Burns, NFC South, Kenneth Stanton, NFC East, Jill Labovitz, NFC West, Rick Pickett, AFC North. AFC South is Joseph Madden, Adam Meadows, AFC East, and Joseph Madden in the AFC West. Good luck, everybody. Box 3 coming up in the game winners.
Numero 3.
Here's the guy that won a lot of games. You might recognize him on a lot of famous plays in football history.
What would that
We
be?
have the drive against Cleveland. We have the helicopter run versus the Packers. A 2-time Super Bowl champion.
Oh, my God.
A league MVP.
Woo.
A Super Bowl MVP. It's the great John Elway on the Bronco jersey. Beautiful orange jersey. JSA certified. Closer magic.
Mr. Madden.
John Elway closed out his series, his career, with back-to-back Super Bowls. Joseph Madden gets the last 2 spots. Like Elway, closer magic, Joseph Madden.
Way to go, Mr. Madden. Doesn't get much better than, literally, like you just said, close out his career going out on top. Joe Madden, who helped close his break, go out on top as well. So, Amazing stuff there. Very well deserved. And looking at a couple of John Elway custom jerseys, they going for a couple $100 to say the least, anywhere between. I'm looking as high as $400 to $500 on some.
It's John Elway, baby.
It's John Elway, yeah. I mean, wow. I mean, that's actually on the low end. I take that back. I'm looking at some right now for $600 to $700 as well.
Depends on where you look.
Yeah,
Definitely a few
Damn, that is
$100,
sweet.
maybe more, which is definitely less than what Joe paid for it.
Yeah, two singles.
$56.
Two singles. That's it.
So, Joe, you probably should have taken out Chapman in Game 6 a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Ended up winning in Game 7.
You know what? We got a lot of good updates to pass along because besides, of course, the deep ball single coming up next. I walk out of the room. Ryan wins his bet. I walk out of the room, and the best hitter since Babe Ruth did it again. Munetaka Murakami.
Okay. All right. Be careful over there.
Game tying 2-run
Be careful
homer.
over there, Mr. White Sox.
19th home
Be
run.
careful.
Did it again.
So,
Unbelievable.
what do we got next? We got deep ball next. Deep ball single coming up. Deep ball mixer number 1. Go ahead and drop me a box number. The first single, Michael Reza, John Pascarella, Kenneth Stanton, Rick Pickett, Joe Labovitz, Ryan Noonan, Joseph Madden. There we go. So Ryan used his winnings from his bet to get in the breaks.
My man.
Great job, Rye. 16 from Jill. Thank you, Jill. 16 for the deep ball. It's coming right up. Here we go now. Hey, here we go now. Deep ball mixer. Loaded series full of headliners. We have yet to pull a speed flex in the deep ball. 5 speed flexes, Rob. And we've pulled exactly 0 of them. Nada, zilch, no flex zone in that deep ball. 2 to go in that jersey single as well. That's coming up. And only 4 to go in that practice squad quad. Those are 2 breaks that are going down this show, ladies and gents. All right, Michael down to Joseph 10 times coming up. That shadow box single with 6 to go. If we get that single done by 9 o'clock, those folks are in the chase wheel spin. If that single is not done by 9 o'clock, they're not in the wheel spin. That's happening at 9 p.m. Central Time here. So 10 times coming up. 10 also. The amount of free throws SGA made in the first half.
Oh, here we go.
He's eating at the free throw line.
Here we go.
He's good at it. He's good at getting the line, Rob.
Is that why you're bringing it up?
He's good. He doesn't ever flop or anything. Just gets to the line.
You and Tim got to work together more often. You guys would have fun with that.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clicks. The free throws. By the way, 10 for 10 at the line. Perfect 10 for 10.
Perfect 10.
Ryan Noonan, NFC North. You can see I'm getting on Rob's gears here, grinding those gears. NFC South is John Passarella.
Not yet.
Michael Reza, NFC East. Joseph Madden, NFC West. Ryan Noonan, AFC North. Kenneth Stanton, AFC South. Rick Pickett, AFC East. And Joe Labovitz in the AFC West. Good luck, folks. Box 16 called out by Miss Labovitz.
Good luck, good luck.
The deep ball mixer.
Somebody's going deep.
We going deep. We just had an AFC West win. You got to put it out there if you want another division. Don't put it out there, Jill. It won't happen that way. Oh, we're going back-to-back for Joseph. Steve Largent.
Okay.
On that retro Seahawk mini.
Very cool.
That is very, very nice. Steve Largent with the Hall of Fame 95. When Steve Largent got done playing ball, Rob, he was pretty much first or second in every category ever. He's the only guy in football history that's top 11 all-time in receiving touchdowns that didn't play in the 90s or 2000s. Now, that's not bad for a guy the Houston Oilers cut. He was part of Houston Oilers training camp. Actually went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame with the customers. I don't know if you know this story. Our original year of the Signature Club Rewards Program, year 1, the GOAT prize was a trip to the Hall of Fame, free ticket, and a guided tour by a Pro Football Hall of Famer first year of the SIG Club.
Wow.
So I got to go with the customers. Matt went, our guy back in marketing at the time, went with us as well, GP. And at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, they had a little feature on the screen of the underrated Hall of Famers. The first guy they featured, Steve Largent.
Steve Largent, the sergeant.
Out of Tulsa, gets cut by the Oilers, not good enough to be a top 6 receiver on the roster. They cut him. They didn't think he'd make the roster, Rob. You're not even good enough to make the team.
Show them.
And show them Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Wow.
So, very nice there. Joseph Madden, Steve Largent.
Well, what I gathered from that story is you guys better get in that GOAT. Better get in that GOAT tier here at UA. That's all I gathered from that.
Yeah, it was year 1 was fun.
Wow.
Bob Boulay, by the way, one of the guys that went to that, longtime customer.
Nice. Well, Bob's everywhere.
Bob is everywhere.
Anytime that there's something historical or great going on in the sports realm, which is why he's always here at UA, of course, in the chat every day.
You want to hear a funny
He's there.
story?
I love funny stories.
But I think it's funny at least. You know Matt a little bit, our owner. So Matt and I went out to dinner with Bob, and Matt said,
So many new pieces of information I'm learning here. Okay.
So Matt says there'll be a quick 1-hour dinner and we'll be in and out. I was like, no, Bob's gonna talk our ear off. We'll be here for 4 hours. Lo and behold, Bob talked our ear off in a positive light with his memorabilia stories. It was fun to hear Bob's experiences.
That's awesome, man.
We shut down the place. Last people there.
Shut down the place.
10:30. They're like, you gotta get out of here.
What time was your reservation?
It was not a reservation, but
There was daylight out when you got there.
Yeah.
There was none left
we
when
got
you
there
left.
at like 7. We left at like 11.
You can get
So
Chili's.
it was not Chili's. It was a local restaurant. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good. It was really, really good. It was in, of course, Canton, Ohio area.
That's awesome.
So-
Shout out to Bob. This is why our community is different.
Right?
Different from every other community.
And
out
I was
there.
not too annoying at that dinner that Bob has stuck around and watched our show. So, truth be told, for a guy that talks a lot, it was almost exclusively Bob talking. We just heard all his memorabilia stories and his hockey stories, of course.
I got to.
So, it was a good time.
I genuinely thought that for those that are unaware, a lot of our UA on-air staff, Joe Aguilar, Rip Camelucci, Robbie Lopez, they all went to a Blackhawks game, a Hawks and Rangers game last winter with Bob when he
must have been
visited in
fun.
Chicago. So I thought that was the first Bob Boulay sighting, but
Oh, there's many.
I guess not.
He's literally everywhere.
Bob's a legend.
Remind me to tell you a story off air. We'll save this one for off air. I'll tell you a fun story off air.
I'm scared.
Chili's is good. 3 for me. Do you work for Chili's, Ryan Noonan? Is this advertising? Chili's is good, though.
Well, depending on how big his bet hit was, I mean, maybe he bought a little stock in Chili's, a little in the breaks, a little in the chili stock.
Right?
Hey, I was gonna say you and I usually discuss, post-show dinner plans on Tuesdays.
Pizza.
Might have to play. Your Tuesday, I mean, maybe Taco Bell, but maybe Chili's tonight. Maybe
I do
Chili's might be
Taco
the
Bell
move.
Friday nights, Rob. That's my Friday night tradition. I do that $7 Lux box Friday nights.
Man, that rolled chicken quesadilla they got.
That's good.
That
Yeah,
thing
I had
is
that.
elite.
That is good.
Just had it the other day. It's elite.
So we
No
will
regrets.
be doing the wheel spin at 9 o'clock. And then after that, I'll probably do a top to bottom rundown right after the wheel spin, Rob. Let's do that. We'll save that for the rundown. 3 to go in that practice quad, though. I'll drop that link in the chat. That break should happen this show. Let's quad. Practice squad quad. If the practice squad quad does not happen, I'm not eating tonight. I'm fasting in anger, Rob. So practice squad quad, 3 spots to go. We're talking about practice.
Practice.
Not the game. We're talking about practice, ladies and gents. Practice squad. Spurs under 113 live is the new play. Okay. They better start off cold in the third quarter so that Ryan believes it. Then he buys in the breaks, Rob. That's my hope. Under 113. Okay.
Might pull you out of retirement
Man.
from the betting landscape. Hey, Ryan knows the stuff. It feels like every time Ryan's in here, he's always and I fact check him too. He knows the stuff. He knows the stuff.
I would lean the over, but what do I know? I'm no Ryan Noonan. I don't know squat compared to Rye. So wheel spin's going to be actually just folks from that shadow boxing double, I believe, right? So I got that list queued up. Joe Labovitz, Rick Pickett, Joshua Rouser, Jonathan Dees. We got Adam Simons, Eddie Brown, Jason Fiacco, Joe Labovitz, Rick Pickett, Joshua Rouser, Jonathan Dees again, Adam Simons, Eddie Brown, and Jason again.
Anyone coming in for a buzzer beater? That shadow box.
Yeah, close it up right now in the next minute. We'll throw you guys in that chase wheel spin. It's good to have fun, brother. It's good to have fun. No doubt about that. That practice quad, though, Rob, should break the show. That Jersey single should break the show.
Yeah.
Hoping we do more beyond that. That's up to you guys.
For sure.
But if you're looking for 2 breaks that will definitely happen before we get off the air, that single Jersey and that practice squad quad are definitely going down. Also, programming note, there's no 10:30 show.
True.
There's no midnight show. Rob and I are the last show of the night. I have an early meeting tomorrow, so I would like to stay up with you guys, but if you're not ordering, we'll be hopping off a little early tonight. So get those spots if you want to keep the show going. I don't want to wait till 9 a.m. tomorrow with Ripster Camelucci. Oh, that was live. You're rewinding.
No.
Okay.
You know, my favorite part of it is watch what Joe Ryan does with his glove. As soon as you want to talk about no doubt, look at his glove. Drops his glove.
Problems.
Problems.
It is 9:01. That shadow boxing double did not close up, so we'll run that chase wheel spin right now. So chase wheel spin coming up, ladies and gents. Maybe someone gets some bonus store credit, Rob. We shall see. We shall see. 10 times on the way. Good luck, good luck, good luck. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rick Pickett. Rickster, what's up, sir?
Mr. Pickett.
You are
Husker guy.
the chase wheel spin winner, Rick.
Way to go, brother.
Let us know what number you want to start on. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1. If you want to start on 32 for Nick Bolton, you're a chief guy, let us know. We're more than happy to do 32 for Nick Bolton, Mizzou Tiger icon.
A jersey that Kamen wears here from time to time.
I do wear it sometimes,
Nick
Nick
Bolton.
Bolton jersey. Says, wow, 26. Not Nick Bolton. All right, 26.
Who's 26 on the Chiefs, or any Chief you could think of that's got 26?
I think Damian Williams was 26. Did I butcher his name? The running back they had when they won their first Super Bowl, Rob. He kind of disappeared out of nowhere. He was good on that first Super Bowl team. I think he was 26, wasn't he?
Let's take a gander, shall we?
Damian Williams?
Look at you.
I was right. Bam.
Look at you. One-time Super Bowl champ.
He was great in that game.
Yeah.
Very, very big time in that Super Bowl game.
Oh, my God. They actually won that. That's crazy. Wow. That's wild. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Seen what?
So, again, this is where, old school people would be like, back in my day, this wouldn't have counted. But in this situation, they challenged a double play because the second baseman couldn't turn it quick enough. And he his knee got grazed by the runner. So they said that it interrupted the double play. So they called him out for interference.
Respect.
Big time respect.
Game winner single was started. Get it done before the guys go to bed. Good
Damn
Valley,
right.
says Eric. There you go. Let's do it. I agree, E. I agree.
Let's get it going.
My favorite A's outfielder, Eric Burns. Icon.
My favorite Diamondbacks outfielder, Eric Burns.
Not bad.
So there you go.
My favorite Diamondbacks outfielder,
Carlos Quentin, of course.
Carlos Quentin, yeah. No, Luis Gonzalez. Gonzo.
Ooh.
He was a beast.
Trying to think of, have we had Gonzo in the break room?
I think I had him like a couple years ago.
I had a vague, you know what? I'm probably making it up. I swear we had one a few months back.
Okay. Well, let's spin the wheel for Rickster.
Oh, no, I think it was Sean Green I'm thinking of.
Rick, you are going to get 13. Could be lucky 13, though, Rick. Lucky 13 could put it towards a break and walk away with a lot of money. Rickster.
13?
13. All right, let's refresh that break page. I'm going to hit you guys with a top-to-bottom rundown. We will go until 9:30 minimum. 26 more minutes minimum. If the breaks are hot, could be 9:45, could be 10 o'clock, could be 11 o'clock, could even be midnight if it's really hot. Mm-hmm. But if you guys are not ordering by 9:30, Rob and I are hopping off the air at 9:30 Central Time.
Darn tootin'.
So better get those spots if you want to keep the show going. And if you're wondering what's left, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you guys right now. We got 28 boxes left in shadow boxing. Fun little concept in this series. Fight your way to the top and get a chance at headliner items as well as 2 separate prizes. The first prize is a Tom Brady framed shadow box, including a signed football. The second prize is $1,000 in a store credit.
Correct.
This series includes 15 boxes that contain a sheet of paper saying jab, knockdown, or heavyweight. A jab equals birdie entry and $50 in store credit. A knockdown equals birdie entry, $50 in store credit, and 1 entry for $1,000 in store credit. A heavyweight equals a birdie entry, $50 in store credit, and 2 entries for $1,000 in store credit.
Yeah.
Now, we've done 2 boxes. We put Breeze and Want. Everybody else in this graphic still available. Custom Speed Flex of maybe the greatest Falcon ever, Julio Jones. We got a Splatter Custom Flex, Jared Allen. We got a Jamar Chase with the 24 Triple Crown inscription, the beautiful orange with the black stripes, the white checkers. This guy, the best receiver in football. These custom Speed Flexes, guys, could go for $1,500, could go for less, could go for more. We had a customer in the chat earlier saying a custom LT, $1,900.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, that helmet could be worth, for the right buyer, close to $2,000 if you're lucky. A bunch of other great helmets. Steve Young Speed Flex, the best lefty quarterback of all time. Again, $1,000+ in value, north of $1,000, can be won for $123 in that single. Rob Gronkowski Authentic on the Bucks, one of the best tight ends of all time, Rob Gronkowski. That retro Reggie Wayne, 10th all time in receiving yards. We got a Julio Jones custom Rip Speed Flex. Can you feel the love tonight? Might have had gold padding. That's what I saw in the chat, Rye. I believe, I could be mistaken, but I believe that she sold it for $1,900. That's what I'm saying in the chat.
Wow.
Now, again, I say $1,500, could be more. Could be less, could be $1,200, could be $1,300. A lot of it depends on how long you're patient. Because if you want to sell it right away, Rob, you might not get someone to buy for $1,900.
Correct.
I think too often our customers put up these custom flexes for 2 weeks. No one bites at the price they want. They give up and they devalue the helmet.
Crazy.
And I've seen the exact same stuff, Ryan. I've seen the exact same helmet online. Josh Allen Speed Flex I saw. Exact same helmet, no difference, Rob. One of it went for $900. The same helmet went for $1,800. Exact same helmet. It was a Josh Allen Speed Flex with the visor and an inscription. Someone sold it for $900. Exact same lid went for $1,800 as well.
Crazy.
So there's definitely a lot of variance on these customs. I do find, from my experience, the longer you wait, the more money you'll get for it. If you get impatient, you try to sell it right away, you're going to get less than your money's worth. James Cook Authentic still out there. Like you say, it's worth what someone will pay. Exactly. And these helmets are getting worth more and more. Jamar Chase Speed Flex. We got a Dak Prescott Bicentennial Authentic, one of the best quarterbacks in football. Then we got the Amon-Ra St. Brown Speed Flex. So I'll tell you this, though. Those are worth a lot more than $123 or $246. I'll say that for sure in shadow boxing. The deep ball break. We got 13 headliners in 21 boxes. 13 headliners in 21 boxes. That includes every single Speed Flex left, Rob. Reggie Wayne on that ripped custom Speed Flex. Bijan Robinson on the clean Atlanta Falcon tricolored flex.
Worth a lot of mustard.
Jordan Love, I like that, on the Splatter artistic flex. We have this helmet that's worth as much as a flex, Rob. Aikman, Irvin, and Smith, triple sign, Cowboy Lunar Authentic. 1,400 seems to be the sweet spot for non-quarterback stars for me if I want to sell something somewhat quickly but fairly. There you go. So 1,400 sweet spot, Jamar Chase Speed Flex, for example. But if you want to wait a little bit longer, you get more than $1,400 for it. So that's a customer giving you guys an example of what those customs can go for.
Yeah, and we've talked about that tri-signed lid quite a bit. There's a lot of
sick.
Well, I mean, besides it being sick, disgusting, filthy, all in positive ways, of course.
Uh-huh.
But there's a lot of different ways you can go about it, right? Like, even if you're not a Cowboys fan, and even if you're not looking to necessarily sell it off, I mean, there is so much value in that for a Cowboys fan. Because, I mean, again, with all due respect in the world of the Cowboys franchise, those 3 years when they won those Super Bowls are obviously by far the greatest period of time in Cowboys franchise history. So to a Cowboys fan, and there's not too many fan bases that have diehard fans such as the Cowboys, you want to trade something like that if you win that item with the Cowboys fan. I mean, that is endless amounts of lids. I'm talking about you could probably get a Speed Flex or two, multiple authentic helmets in return.
Yeah, 100%.
All for that right there. So
treat that as a Speed Flex, guys. It's a triple sign authentic of 3 Cowboy legends. Treat this as a Speed Flex, both in value and in capital, that triple sign Cowboy. Custom Speed Flex of a non-quarterback stars, 1,400 is what Ryan's saying. Reggie Wayne's a very rare name.
yeah.
These helmets are not out there often. Get that lid, Reggie Wayne. The Bijan Robinson, one of the best running backs in football. They spent a first-round pick on this guy and worth it for the Falcons.
Darn right.
He is their best player, hands down, in the ATL. Terrell Davis, authentic Hall of Fame running back. Dak Prescott, Speed Flex with the blue visor. That's a quarterback. The most expensive signature is the quarterbacks. Hall of Fame running back Larry Tsonka, licensed jersey for the Dolphins with that famous 17-0 inscription. 72 Dolphins, only team in the Super Bowl era, Rob, to go undefeated in the regular season and the postseason, 17-0.
That plays.
Secondary headliners, George Pickens, Terrell Suggs, Fred Taylor. That's 13 headliners, guys, in 21 boxes in the deep ball. Now, we got ourselves the stash for cash. If you win something you don't like here in this series, we'll give you store credit back. You win an authentic helmet, we'll give you $350 back instead of the helmet. We keep the helmet, you keep the cash.
Yep.
You got a rep helmet, $250 back in store credit. Now, we always get caught up in value, Rob. And of course, value-wise, the Speed Flexes are worth the most money because that's what a Speed Flex is. But if you're a purist, a pure collector in this industry, the authentic helmet displays the same as the Speed Flex. Doesn't have the bar. Sometimes it's not custom, but display-wise, displays the same. So that LaDainian Tomlinson authentic right there, the Retro Charger, that will display better than almost anything you can get on a Speed Flex.
Yep.
So most of you guys in the break room do not have friends that know what a Speed Flex is, unless they're memorabilia collectors, right?
This is I didn't know until I started here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they come to your man cave. They're not going to say that's only worth $600-700 for a Speed Flex to be worth $1,100. They're not going to say that. They're going to admire that all the same. The great LaDainian Tomlinson.
Exactly.
So, now beautiful stuff right there on LT. Also, just generally speaking, Sloppy Joe, generally speaking, when it's football season, more people buy, and they buy for more money. I see this all the time, Rob. In the spring, when the market is less hot, people panic, and they sell their helmets for less than they're worth. So you wait a little bit more during football season.
Yeah.
That's when the buyer's market gets a little bit heavier.
And they said I'd tell my friends my Edelman Speed Flex is pretty. They don't know better. I love that.
They don't know, Ryan. Let them know.
I love that.
Teach them a lesson. And then the game winner practice squad, which, by the way, is, along with the jersey break, the most likely break to happen. 3 spots to go in that quad break. We have done 1 box in game winners, Rob, and it was not a headliner. We have every single headliner left. We got how many flexes? 4 flexes. Brees Hall, terrific running back. Hines Ward, all-time great Steeler receiver. Tyler Warren Speed Flex. Odell Beckham Jr. Speed Flex. These are helmets that are worth around $1,000, give or take, Rob. Get them for as little as $56 in the single or $224 in the quad. Terry McLaurin authentic. Von Miller, Super Bowl MVP, authentic. You got this, Joe. We believe in you, brother. Trey McBride, authentic. We have the beautiful Jim Kelly Rave. These helmets are insane. The red Raves. The retro Oiler, Eddie George. Tennessee Titan all-time leading rusher. Des Bryant Mini. Andre Johnson football. Cortland Finnegan tried to get this football. Andre Johnson beat him up, said, get the heck out of my face. That football is mine. Andre Johnson.
True that.
Earl Campbell, Fred Warner, Keenan Allen. Those are only secondary headliners, ladies and gents, in that game winner practice squad. Then we got ourselves the jerseys. 10 boxes left, 4 headliners left, 2 to go in that single. 2 of the best players ever on defense, Deion Sanders, Ray Lewis, NFL leading rusher, James Cook, and secondary headliner, friend of the program, LaShawn McCoy. So right now, Rob, speaking of speed flexes, there's a lot in the room.
Damn right.
Speed flex counter.
There's too many in the room.
So Steve Young 1 in the shadow box. Julio Jones 2. Jerry Allen 3. Jamar Chase 4. Amon-Ra St. Brown 5 speed flexes in the shadow box. Now, in the deep ball, which, by the way, all 5 left, not pulled a single flex. The deep ball, also 5 flexes left. Jordan Love, Reggie Wayne, Steve Young, Bijan Robinson, Dak Prescott. And again, the Aikman, Irvin, and Smith, as good as the speed flex. The Tom Brady football with the shadow box, better than a speed flex.
Damn right.
So 10 flexes left, and our 2 best breaks here. We have yet to see a single speed flex come out of either, Rob. Practice squad also has every flex left. I believe 4 speed flexes left. We did 1 box. It was a John Elway jersey, excuse me. 4 flexes left. Brees Hall, Hines Ward, Tyler Warren, Odell Beckham. That is up to 14 speed flexes in the UA Live break room. 14 speed flexes. Outside of high roller, speed flex night, half and half night, usually in our break room, there's usually give or take about 10 flexes in the room at a time.
Yeah.
14 is more than we normally see.
Agreed.
So the chances to get speed flexes right now are better than normally.
I'll also just add this really quick. For the 3 series that are overwhelming with speed flexes, Common, again,
14
of them between the shadow boxing, the deep ball, and the practice squad. Again, price points that you don't normally see for some of our higher tier level series like the high roller, the all speed flex series, the holy grail, stuff like that.
It's $491 in the high roller.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if you want to talk about an all-time moment to hop in and get yourself a speed flex, now is the perfect time to do so.
89 a spot for a speed flex in the deep ball, 123 in the shadow box, or 56 in the practice squad. As you're alluding to it, Rob, very customer friendly right now.
100%.
Very, very customer friendly. So get those breaks moving. It's 9:18. We're going to revisit the break room at 9:30. Up to you guys. You know, it's been a good show, good day, but we have not had any action since 9 o'clock.
No.
So if we go for 30 minutes without action, we'll be hopping off at 9:30. I would say again, the practice squad quad and the jersey single were 2 breaks that I would love to get knocked out before we go. And these other breaks too, Rob. Again, no 10:30 show. You and I have been here many times. We're about to sign off at 9:30, end up being live till 11. So we don't have to sign off if you guys want to order. You guys want to order, Rob and I will keep going.
Yeah.
But when it gets to be 9:30, 10 o'clock, if there's no breaks happening, we go home. Closing time. I call it the business hour. We'll chit-chat about life, about sports, memorabilia for 3.5 hours, no matter what.
However.
That's our promise to you guys.
Yeah.
But when it gets to be 9:30, you got to order to keep the train open, keep the shop open here in the break.
What do you like to call it? Business hours?
Business hours.
Business hours.
Business time.
Nothing but business here in the break
It's like
room.
fourth quarter. Like you got some of the best quarterbacks. Steve Young,
Yep.
fourth quarter expert. Delivered many game-winning drives in both the deep ball and the shadow box, by the way. Reggie Wayne
Yeah.
caught that touchdown versus the Bears, a clutch player. Fourth quarters where the greats make their time. Fourth quarter energy here in the break room. Fourth quarter. Get those spots. Let's break some boxes.
Absolutely, my friend.
So, and again, that shadow box series with the entries out there, you win the Brady football, which retails for north of $2,000, and you get the shadow box to put it in as well. So, a lot of options, ladies and gents. How about your White Sox? What the heck was that runner doing? It threw him out easily, Rob. Wasn't even close.
You want to guess the height of who just threw him out right there? Riku Nishida. We just called him up yesterday.
Respect.
5'6".
Respect.
5'6". By the way, he wears the number. Look how excited he is. Wears the number 51.
Ichiro.
That was his idol. Yeah, your boy.
Throws like Ichiro.
Yeah, he wears the number 51 for him. Yeah.
There you go.
No, it's cool stuff. Cool stuff. 3 left in the quad. Exactly, Joe. Exactly.
Let's do it. Let's do it. That quad break. Joseph Madden, close out those pesky Indians at the time. Let's close up the breaks. By the way, in case you don't believe me, and again, we always say, how much will someone pay for it? How much is something worth as much as someone's willing to pay for it? Now, on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, Rob, you can occasionally find them cheaper. But normally, retail value-wise, you will find what a retailer charges for these items. The Tom Brady Duke Wilson football on Fanatics.com, $2,199.99. So $2,200 retail value for Brady. With that shadow box case, that's got to be around $3,000. I'm guessing, Rob. I've never seen the shadow box. It's framed. It's very, very cool.
It's beautiful, man.
Got to be worth at least close to $3,000, the Brady football and the shadow box. So that's what we're playing for, and all the entries still out there, guys. So for all the flexes we got, Rob, that we talk about being worth $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, the most expensive item in the break room actually is in the shadow box. It's the GOAT, Tom Brady. You pretty much cannot find anything Tom Brady signs for less than $2,000.
Yeah.
You probably sign my Post-it note at a retail value of $2,000. It's the greatest quarterback of all time, the most expensive signature ever, Tom Brady. So,
and again, half of the entries in this series, guys, are still there. The odds are actually in your favor to get an entry because of the only 2 boxes we did were both headliners. So the odds are literally in your favor to not only get that entry, but then also get more money back in your pocket to go back and dive in. Because at bare minimum, you're getting a $50 back for every single entry you get when you win that item.
And here's that shadow box.
Gonna get a good workout in lifting that bad boy up.
Dude, you're telling me. You should have seen what I did on Monday. We got the shadow box. Beautiful, beautiful Tom Brady's career there that kind of displays all the years he played. Very, very cool for the GOAT, Thomas Edward Brady. This is cool. 80,000 yards. 70,000 yards. It's got all the different benchmarks for the GOAT. Very, very cool shadow box available here in the break room. So, get those spots. Let's get that out tonight. Let's get that out for sure. So, Monday.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was the prize again for the Memorial Day yesterday?
It was $500 store credit, which Ryan won. But I was gonna say on Monday, I went to my mom's for Memorial Day. Earlier in the day, and lo and behold, Rob, I was stuck moving the couch back in place. They had their floor replaced.
Okay.
And, of course, my dad said his back hurt, and it was very heavy, to be fair. So me and the neighbor's kid had to move the couch, and my muscles are still sore.
Ooh.
That was some heavy. It's like a 5-piece couch. We moved them one by one, Rob. And it's actually from the garage to where the couch is. It's like it's not super long, but it's not super short either. So I felt sore. So I love the workouts. I feel strong right now opening up these boxes.
I was just saying, I don't blame you. So, I mean, hopefully that feeling continues to carry over. So, I mean, maybe you could still continue to move furniture. Maybe just work your way back down. You know, move a couple tables here and there. Maybe move.
Exactly.
Hopefully, we can start moving some boxes here as we get very, very late into the night.
Last call for orders, Rob. I was going to say, Spurs got hot after not scoring 3 minutes. Need to find a good hedge. There you go. Good luck, brother. You were saying, though, Rob, let's get moving, right?
Let's get moving and grooving.
So let's talk about hits of the show, Rob. If we get a little barrage here late, this could change. But if we don't get movement, we'll hop off here in about 5 minutes. So hits of the show, for now, I'll let you go first. So we can move Marino off, and we can move Brady off as well, because they're not technically the show. So I'll keep Brady over here next to me.
I'll keep Dan the man hidden down here. So hits of the show for what we got so far out of these top 4. I mean, they're all in the same playing field. They're all authentics, right? So this is just personal preference. So I'll go with TJ Watt at 4, just because I see a good amount of TJ. No disrespect to him. Then I got to go Jay Jettas with the winter warning at 3. Then this is where it gets tough. Because I like the design on the Cook better, but I'm very, very biased like you are towards Drew Brees. So I'll put James at 2, Drew at 1.
Okay. I'm going to go Jettas at 4 only because I pulled the exact same helmet last night. So
Okay.
I just saw this helmet last night. So Jettas 4. This is tough. So Breeze is the least good looking one, but it's the biggest name. So I'm not going to go Breeze 3.
So I don't know how
I'm
Drew
going to
is
go
going to feel
just
about
to
that
go
one.
a little different than you because these are a virtual tie. I am going to put James Cook at 3.
Okay.
Love this rivalry, the iced helmet, but I love me the yellow as a Mizzou guy. TJ Watt, that is my number 2. And of course, number 1, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Drew
Number
Brees.
2 all time in passing yards and passing touchdowns. Who dat? Drew Brees. So very, very clean, lunar authentic for Drew Brees. We got 4 minutes, guys. Last call for orders to keep the show going. If you want to get something done, there's 2 breaks to recommend right now before we go.
Yeah.
2 to go in the jersey single, and 3 to go in that practice squad quad. So I'll say this. The jersey has to be done by 9:30. It's our lowest entry point. I'm the least patient on the jerseys. I'm not giving them extra time for the jerseys, Rob.
Okay.
If that's not done by 9:30, that happens at 9 tomorrow. If we can get that practice squad down to like 1 to go, though, I'll give you guys 5 extra minutes. We're 3 to go now. Best case scenario, all 3 spots sell out by 9:30, Rob. But if we can knock out 2 spots, put it at 1 spot to go, we'll give you guys a few extra minutes to get that closed up.
Yeah, Den just broke the order streak, and he got himself a spot in that jersey single. So there's 1 to go there.
So that one has to close at 9:30, though, guys. So you want to get more time. We get closer in the practice squad, we'll do it. But guess what? If the jersey break closes up, we automatically get more time because we'll be on past 9:30 because the jersey is sold out.
Pushes that goalpost a little further.
Exactly. Buys you guys more time here in the break room. So let's get that closed up. Let's finish off the breaks here strong.
As you like to say, no doubt, no diggity.
No doubt, no diggity. Are you listening, DC Nelson? Let us know. I know he's listening, Mr. Sean Nelson.
Yeah.
So 1 spot to go. I'm actually a little surprised that Den didn't get in the practice squad, though. Only $25, more.
Yeah.
Can win a Tyler Warren Speed Flex as a Colt fan.
And I believe that one has the, does that has the for the shoe
For the
inscription?
shoe on the Tyler
Yeah,
Warren.
his has the for the shoe. Yeah.
For the shoe inscription with that blue visor. I think you guys were talking about this in an earlier show. Had Daniel Jones not gotten hurt, this guy gets 1,000 yards last year.
Well, I was mentioning as well, yeah, we did talk about that. He's top 10 in NFL history for receiving yards from a rookie tight end.
Respect.
So
I like that. Number 1, Brock Bowers. Number 2, Mike Ditka, the coach.
yeah, number 1,
so-
Mike Ditka for receiving touchdowns.
Respect.
For a touchdown, which is insane considering the period
area he played in.
area that he played in. Yeah,
Right? So that's still out there, guys, in that practice squad with 3 to go. Super Bowl MVP, Hines Ward on that retro Speed Flex still out there. The Brees Hall Speed Flex with the blue visor. Very, very clean jet lid. OBJ, the catch machine with the 2019, I believe is that 2018 maybe? I think it's Offensive Rookie of the Year, but I'm not sure. I guess we got to see the helmet, Rob. But it's a very, very clean lid for OBJ. Eli Manning might jump in the break room, get his guy OBJ here before we go. Eli and OBJ. So, it is 9:30. So, we'll do our wrap-up spiel. If nobody buys that last jersey spot, we're hopping off for the night. If someone buys that jersey spot while we're still going, we'll get that jersey break done. So, Rob, again, last call, guys. Get that last jersey closed up. We'll do it. Otherwise, you got to wait till 9 a.m. tomorrow. In case this is it, Rob, I'll get your final thoughts on tonight's primetime show.
Yeah, man. Really, really good night. Again, I think we were... Den said I would go into the next practice squad if I have more funds. I have to jump till next week to wait and jump in. No problem, Den.
That. I got you, Den. Respect,
no
brother.
problem, dude. But for this night, obviously, always fun working with you. I look forward to Tuesdays being here. This is my my longest day. Get here at 2, and I leave much, much later than that. But again, it's always fun. Never feels like work being here with you, my man. Always a really good time. We're looking for some more speed flexes on the table, I'm sure, but that just means that we're set up very, very handsomely for the guys tomorrow morning.
All right. Alfredo did get in the practice squad.
Got a quad there, yes.
But that puts us at 2 to go, which again makes it what I call not the witching hour, Rob. I call it the awkward hour. Because it's a lose-lose for me no matter what. Because if I stay on and, I tell you guys the deadline's not met, then it's like I'm a liar. But if I hop off with 1 or 2 spots to go, then you guys get mad at me. So I want somebody not to get 1 spot to put it at 2 to go, or 1 to go rather. Is someone buying out that practice squad quad right now, 2 to go? Is someone buying that jersey break 1 to go? If you guys are going to buy those spots right now, we'll break them tonight. Otherwise, you got to wait till tomorrow at 9. I'd get it now, Rye. Otherwise, you got to wait till 9 tomorrow.
If someone sees the
one... You know what? I'll tell you what, Ryan. Let's cut a deal. Brother. If you buy a spot in the practice quad right now, and it does not sell out in 5 minutes...
Joe got a spot.
Well, Joe got a spot. So, Ryan, get it done then. Joe got a spot. Well, never mind. I was going to give him a refund if it didn't sell, but now he buys it in, the break sells out.
So, I'm in. All right.
Now, I love our customers, Rob. I want to be fully honest, though. It's that mindset. I'll get in if someone else gets in.
Yeah.
If you bought the first spot, someone else would have seen that and would have closed out already. We were 3 to go for about 30 minutes. Had someone made that first move to put us at 2 to go, we could have done this break, 30 minutes ago. Now, if you don't have the funds, if you don't have money to play, I respect it. Take a break, play when you can. But anytime you see a break that says 3 spots to go, Rob, if you buy a spot, someone else will follow. So just buy the spot first. The break happens right away. Makes it so much easier on that break page. I got you. Want to shadow boxing more? The deal's off, Joe. The deal was going to be if Ryan bought a spot and the break did not sell out in 5 minutes, I'd give him a refund.
Well, let's see.
But the break is 1 to go now, so it's going to happen.
So that jersey actually sold out first. We're going to do that jersey single.
So jersey single coming up next, and then we'll do that quad practice quad. Otherwise, we'll be done after those 2 are done unless something else closes up. So we are closed out, though, in the practice squad.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Cool.
So jersey was first, though, you said, Rob?
Jersey was first. Yeah, Alfredo closed that out.
Jersey single. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. And we were 3 to go 30 minutes ago. So, again, Rob, this should have already been done by now. You guys are lucky I gave you a little bit of extra time. Don't ever say Kamen signs off early. I gave you guys more time past the deadline, Rob. I'm too generous, apparently. That's what Steven said. He's like, I would have signed off, Kamen. You're too nice to these guys. Too generous. I don't want to be the breaker that gets taken advantage of, though. So, you're the best, Kamen, no matter what Rob said. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, guys? Late coming in tonight. Alfredo, we got a OBJ Speed Flex out there for you, my man. Big-time Giants fan, OBJ Speed Flex.
What's going on, Alfredo?
Eli Manning called us, said, get my boy OBJ back in the break room. We're like, all right, Eli, we'll do it for you. We'll get your guy OBJ back in the break room. All right, I've not seen a jersey box number, Rob. By the way, we did do the Chase wheel spin already.
Yes, we did.
I'm going to get that wheel pulled up, and we're going to spin for our jersey box. Oh, just kidding. Den gets in at the 11th hour, box 2. Thank you, Den. 2 coming up for the jerseys, then the practice squad quad. And then unless we have some serious movement, that'll be it for the show tonight.
Sounds good. I'll grab that in just a second.
I see that. Ooh, yes. We don't get a lot of OBJ in the break room, so good to have him in there. All right, 10 clicks, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck in the hard count jerseys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, Adam Meadows in the NFC North. NFC South is Dennis McKeon. NFC East is Justin Jones. We got Shannon Lewis, NFC West. Eric Burns, AFC North. Shannon, AFC South. Alfredo Lashoto, AFC East. And then William Maynard, AFC West. That 113 is going to be very close. Come on, Spurs, start missing. Start missing for our guy, Ryan Noonan. Let the man hit. Probably does not want my opinion of what I think is going to happen. Maybe I'll jinx it, though. All right, we got one of your best friends, Rob, coming up.
Oh, I have best friends?
This is a guy that you know better than me. I've never met him in person. You have. It's your guy, Dan Hampton. Dan Hampton, who was on your show on a Saturday. Quite the personality, Dan Hampton. Hall of Fame 2002. Burr Ridge native at one point here in our area. 4-time Pro Bowler. Part of the best defense ever, the 85 Bears. Somewhere over the meadow appears Adam. Congrats, Adam Meadows, on Dan Hampton.
Woohoo! Great win, Adam. Very, very nice hidden gem there. And like you said, a good buddy of mine, Dan Hampton. So, like you said, larger-than-life personality. Certainly gave Chinmay and I a whole lot of chuckles here on air. Really, really awesome guy, but I'll be honest, an even better talent. A 2-time Hall of Famer, college and the NFL Hall of Fame as well.
Woo Pig, Arkansas.
Yeah, Woo Pig indeed.
And Joe Aguilar approved signature. One of Joe's favorite signatures, nice and big on the jersey, the helmets. Danimal signature always looks clean. Dan Hampton.
I honestly think that might be Dan's biggest career achievement, getting the thumbs up from Joe Aguilar.
Impressive.
He doesn't toss around his thumbs up very often, so.
There you go.
It
Shout
is a
out
beautiful
to
signature.
Unk, as they call him, Joe Aguilar.
Unk indeed.
Do you think he knows what that term means?
Not a chance.
You don't think so?
Nope, and especially with another year that passes by for him with his birthday. Happy belated.
What's up, Joe?
To Mr. Aguilar.
Oh, SJ flopping again, Ryan? What a shocker. I am shocked.
Huge SGA flop just now. Classic. It's all right.
He does flop a decent amount, but also delivers, SGA.
He also delivers. Yeah.
He does deliver.
Yeah, the 2 rings in the title speak for itself. Or the 2 MVPs in the title speaks for itself.
Practice squad quad number 1. Go ahead and drop me 4 box numbers. I have a feeling that the guys in this practice squad break ain't no flopping. No flopping in football, rarely.
Especially not in the quad series.
Not in the quad series. I guess an occasional quarterback flops.
You can't flop into there.
But
that's all intentional.
All right, Dan's got 4, 8, 20, and 26. Thank you, Dan.
Good. 4, 8, 20, and 26.
They did do a flopping statistical analysis.
There we go.
And of the current stars, I think it was like Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Wemby, SGA.
Yep.
The guy that flopped the least, Wemby. He was the least flopping of those 4.
Now, can you tell me how many times SGA has led the league in free throws, Colin?
0, I'm guessing,
0.
is your question.
You'd be correct. You know who does lead the league in free throws for the last 3 seasons?
Luka?
Yep.
Yeah, he also flops.
Yes, he
The flop squad. 10 clicks coming up. Ryan's got an SGA PSA 10, 2 out of 4 SGA card. So we'd like the flopping narrative to go away soon. Well, don't bring it up on online platforms, Ryan. The flopping narrative. It's there, but we'll see. The guy probably does not need to flop with how good he is. 6, 7, 8. I like messing with Rob more. There you go.
Yes,
it's
he
always
does.
fun. Always fun to mess around with our buddies here.
He knows how to get under my skin.
Tyler Bush in the NFC North. NFC South, Joseph Madden. NFC East, Joseph Madden. Rick Pickett, AFC North. Dan Jabba, AFC South. Alfredo Lashoto, AFC East. And then Ryan Noonan, AFC West. Guys, if you want to keep the show going, I would say order right now. Otherwise, Rob, this will be the final 4 boxes of our 6 p.m. primetime show. All right. Box 4 coming up. Box 4 on the way, folks. Is it Dak Prescott, the number 4 box? I think he's in the deep ball, actually. But either way, it's a football, Rob.
Okay.
You got a football. This dude was not flopping. He was running past people, running over people. The awesome football of the Hall of Fame wide receiver, Andre Johnson.
Ooh.
Alfredo Lashoto, AFC South, 11th all-time in receiving yards.
Beautiful.
One of the best receivers ever, Andre Johnson. Nice, says Ryan. Very, very nice on the Johnson football. Indeed, a headliner, and rightfully so, for Alfredo Lashoto.
Certainly one of the most underrated players ever. It's a beautiful, beautiful hit. Way to go, Alfredo. Great start, man. Great start.
Matt Schaub sends this guy stuff every year. He's like, Andre, you were my guy. Here's some fancy wine, fancy steak.
Helped him lead the league in passing yards one year.
Exactly.
So I'm sure he does.
That's his guy, the assist. SGA says thank you to the refs. Matt Schaub says thank you to Andre Johnson. Thank you for getting the call right, Rob, right?
Exactly.
He says thank you for
That's the
getting
most
call
important
right.
thing. You know what's the one thing you can't fake or flop, Common? You can't fake or flop great box calls.
Yes.
And Dan's done that so far for Alfredo.
And speaking of fake, I know this is a common thing in the memorabilia world. No fake autographs here. Everything autograph certified. The real deal here at Ultimate Autographs. All right, second box coming up. Oh my God. I tell these guys all the time, jump in the doubles and the quads.
What happens?
Can win multiple items.
Ooh.
How about 2 for 2 for Fredo? 2 Hall of Famers.
Damn.
AFC South. One of the best Oilers ever. Pro and college football Hall of Famer. Heisman winner at Texas. It's Earl Campbell on that light blue jersey. Beckett QR code. Nice job, Alfredo Lashoto. Earl Campbell jersey.
The Tyler Rose. Earl
Amen.
Campbell.
There you go, Alfredo. I believe his first break of the night. And he's already profited big time with 2 items already.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Big time, Mr. Alfredo. Huge part in helping close this break.
And Earl Campbell, I believe, is not even listed.
Secondary.
No, secondary headliner.
Secondary
headliner. All right. Still good, though. Still pretty good for a non-photoed headliner. Sweet says Alfredo. Nice says Sloppy Joe. Fire says Dan. Yes, indeed, on that Earl Campbell. All right, put that one away. 2 more boxes coming up, guys. Likely the last 2 boxes of the night.
Yeah.
Unless you guys start attacking ASAP. I'll do a quick look at the break page right after this break. But definitely, guys, if you're wondering, every single Speed Flex left in the deep ball, every single Speed Flex left in the shadow box, and at the current moment, every single Speed Flex left in the practice squad. There is 2 more boxes left, though. One of them felt kind of heavy, but I didn't have a good feel. I don't know if I'm franking it, Rob. They call it the Frankie when you think an authentic or a Speed Flex, and ends up being an authentic. Shout out to our guy, Frankie. Oh, this might be on the table, Rob. This might change our list. This could change our list. Now, we got a beautiful Rave Authentic. How about Jim Kelly? The former Pro Bowl quarterback, only quarterback ever to play in 4 straight Super Bowls. Bills icon, Pro Football Hall of Famer Rick Pickett. Congrats on your Jim Kelly. Love that jersey, Alfredo. Beautiful powder blue. Got the Argentina vibes for me as an Argentina fan. World Cup coming up, Rob.
Yeah, exciting
Go
times, man.
Argentina.
Exciting times. I'm looking forward to some potential series we could have in the month of June for the World
I'm
Cup.
hoping for the same. Jim Kelly can go right next to James Cook. We'll slide this down.
Only makes
Bill
sense.
next to a Bill. Jim Kelly.
Most accomplished quarterback in Bills franchise history, for the time being, of course.
My number 2 hit of the night, by the way. I love that Red Rave.
Oh,
Number 2 behind Breeze. I love the quarterbacks, man.
I think out of the Raves the Raves that we get in the room, I'd say Buffalo and Tampa Bay are probably my 2 favorite.
This, by the way, Rob, is the one that I thought might be a speed flex. Let's see if I have Frankie Instinct or Kamen Instinct here. Oh, my. I have a new number 2.
I think I know who it is.
I have a new number 2. Only going to put him number 2 because you know how much I love Drew Brees. It's our first speed flex of the show.
He asked for him,
Heinz Ward.
and he got him.
Ask and you shall receive. 4 for 4 with headliners. It's now Wendy's. It's the break room. The Steeler Retro Speed Flex. Heinz Ward. Round of applause. Sig hit Dan. Speed Flex. Heinz Ward.
I don't think Sick is doing its justice, man. That is. Whew.
Look at that thing.
I'm speechless, man. Speechless for that bad boy. It's on the retro, too. I mean, that color scheme could not get any cleaner. If it tried Common, that's unbelievable stuff right there. You want to talk about, you said Drew Brees towards the top of your hits of the show. We call him Mr. Underrated. I feel about the same thing for Heinz Ward as a wide receiver. He had a Hall of Fame career in the postseason, let alone his regular season career. If you look at Heinz Ward in the 16 games he played in his postseason career, over 80 catches, over 1,000 yards, Super Bowl MVP, and somehow this guy is not in the Hall of Fame yet. It's a crime.
You'll get in.
It's a crime,
You
I
better
say.
get in.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Says Dan. Very, very nice job there, Dan. Heinz Ward. Our first speed flex out in the practice squad. We got 5 left in the deep ball and 5 left in that shadow box. So real quick, very quick rundown. Look at the break page and a last call for orders, guys. I'll give you until 9:50 to keep the train going. Otherwise, we'll be hopping off. Again, last order was about 15 minutes ago. Second favorite Steeler growing up behind Troy Polamalu. My third favorite, Ryan. It went Bettis, Polamalu, Heinz Ward. My 3 favorite Steelers as a kid as well.
It's a damn good list.
Pretty good list. All right, so shadow boxing. We got that Brady shadow boxing, the display case with the football. We have every single speed flex left. Julio Jones custom flex. The Jared Allen custom flex. Jamar Chase custom flex. Steve Young flex. We got the Amon-Ra St. Brown speed flex. Dak Prescott bicentennial. Rob Gronkowski. We have every entry left for the Brady football with the shadow boxing display case. We got everything in this series, guys. Get your spots here in the UA Live break room. The deep ball still has all 5 speed flexes left. That'd be Jordan Love, Reggie Wayne, Steve Young, Bijan Robinson tricolored custom, and something even better than a custom flex for me, Rob. Aikman, Irvin, and Smith, triple sign, Cowboy Authentic still available. Brian Dawkins, Terrell Davis. A lot of great stuff. Dak Prescott speed flex. I mean, look at that Reggie Wayne. That thing is insane. Look at that Bijan Robinson. That thing is insane. The Jordan Love is insane. That deep ball series period is insane. Stash or Cash has 4 boxes left. We got that clean LaDainian Tomlinson retro in there. And a T. Higgins secondary headliner. Practice squad still has 3 speed flexes left. Brees Hall, Tyler Warren, Odell Beckham. A lot of other good stuff, though. Trey McBride, Von Miller. A lot of headliners. 10 and 25 boxes left in there. Jerseys, 4 and 9 headliners as well, guys. Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, James Cook. Love me some Joey Harrington for sure.
Roy Williams.
Roy Williams and Joey Harrington.
Cowboys legend Roy Williams.
Bettis, Ward, Palamalu were Dan's favorites too. Makes sense. So, we'll do a real quick last look at the top hits of the show. And then last call for orders, guys. We got to get some serious action because we are 6 to go, 7 to go here. We are 8, 7, or 6. So nothing is 5 or less to go, Rob. So we're pretty open right now. Last call for those orders. Otherwise, 9 a.m. show tomorrow. So with the Hines Ward and the Jim Kelly, we got to amend our top hits. Again, Marino was not this show, so does not count. So we got 6 helmets now. So I'm going to go Jetta 6 again. I'll go 6 to 4, and then you can go 6 to 4. Then I'll go 3 to 1.
Sounds good.
So Jettis, because I saw the same helmet yesterday at 6. 5, I'm going to go James Cook on that beautiful Winter Warrior. And then 4, I'm going to go TJ Watt on the yellow. Those are my 6 through 4.
Sounds good. Pretty similar list. I'm going to put Watt at my 6. Jetta's at my 5. And then... crap baskets. I'm going to put...
It's probably a Bill. Kelly or Cook.
I'm going to put Cook at my 4.
Cook at your 4.
Yeah. I don't feel good about it, but we don't see as many raves, so I want to give some love to Kelly.
Agree. So Jim Kelly's my number 3. I love that beautiful red rave. One of the best quarterbacks ever. Number 2, I know it's a speed flex, guys. It's the best looking helmet, arguably. I just love Drew Brees personally. So I'm going to go Hines Ward speed flex with the yellow face mask, black visor, number 2. And then... the most underappreciated quarterback ever. Number 2 in passing yards. Number 2 in passing touchdowns ever. Got to put my boy Drew Brees, number 1 hit of the show.
Almost in lockstep. I'm also putting JK at my 3 for the Red Rave. I got to put Hines Ward at 1. Drew Brees, who was my number 1, I'm just going to put him down a notch. Number 2 all time, and like you said, passing yards and touchdowns. But he's number 2 on my list as well. And then, of course, I got to go with Hines Ward. One of my favorite wide receivers growing up. Him and Chad Johnson were my guys growing up from the wide receiver position. So, again, Hall of underrated, my opinion. Absolutely love the lid. And the retros, that might be my favorite retro in terms of like the styling on the words on the side for the Steelers. It's an absolutely gorgeous lid. So, very glad that we closed out with 4 straight headliners in a practice squad.
1,000 career catches, not 999, not 1,001, Rob. His last catch came in the 4th quarter of his last game. -4 yards. They threw a screen pass to make sure he got 1,000. The Steelers knew. There we go. Retros with me. Brees number 1. It's Drew Brees. Of course, it's subjective, though. That's what makes memorabilia great. Subjective.
It's always what makes it fun.
Now, good news for Ryan. The Spurs are ice cold in the 4th quarter. That under could hit, which means that Ryan's going to buy some more break spots. So, we did not get any more action going. So, final thoughts from you, Rob, before this time we're really going to hop off unless there's a massive order, like a Devin Shinley, Ronnie and Sulaco, Ronnie Serrier, well, could be either Ronnie, Jason Meador, the buyout breaks. This will be it here in the break room.
Yeah, great show. Really, really fun time with you. Again, kind of copying from the same script I had earlier when you guys pump faked us and we thought we were signing off. I mean, feel free to, make us go for a 3rd and 4th sign off tonight, guys. But honestly, really fun show. Said it earlier. I'll say it again. Always a great time with you and Dom collectively on Tuesdays. Always a fun time. It always seems like there's something different every time that you and I are together in the break room. Tonight, I think that Hines Ward was certainly a first for us on that retro. Really, really nice piece of memorabilia there. Yeah, looking forward to being back here on a Thursday and running it back with you guys.
All right, awesome stuff. Rob, you're back. Actually, you're in Thursday at
3.
3.
So only one for me on Thursday, but you guys get a little bonus content of me on Friday. So Friday morning I'll be here at 9 a.m. So
You're
I'm hyped.
excited.
I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped.
You're excited.
Early bird for 3 straight days throughout the whole weekend.
Well, I'll be early here tomorrow. They won't see me on air, but I have a meeting early tomorrow. So I'll be here about 9 a.m. tomorrow myself.
I'm gonna be here in a suit and tie.
But we got the noon show, noon and 3 with me and Rip tomorrow. So that'll do it for us for tonight. Rob, great job co-hosting, producing, brother.
Thank you, man. You as well. Kicking butt as always.
Best job to the customers, guys. Last night was a grand slam. Tonight was a ground rule double, but still a solid night. Still had fun with you guys.
Heck yeah.
No doubt about that. We got 13 flexes left. 3 in the practice squad, 5 in the deep ball, 5 in the shadow boxing. Should be a busy day tomorrow in the UA Live break room. Live every single day, 9, 12, 3, 6 p.m. Central Time on the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch channels. Also live 10:30 on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, midnight on Fridays. That is 32 shows a week. Break spots can be purchased at any moment. UltimateAutographs.com for those.
Absolutely.
Have a great night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.